Welcome back to the Hey Quick Question Podcast, episode 14.
Episode 14? Woo! Yeah, 14 of these babies. Let's get it. Yeah, I love you, Arthur.
Wait, Arthur? You cheating on me?
Arthur, the dog.
Huh?
The dog? Wait a minute. Are you talking about the cartoon, Arthur?
Yeah, you know what I mean.
He wasn't a dog, Eric.
Oh, my bad.
He was some kind
Arthur,
of rodent,
yeah,
wasn't
the
he?
rat.
Yeah, I feel like he was like a mouse.
Yeah. No, he's not. He was an anteater.
Was he an anteater?
No, the books, he was an anteater.
No, he's right. He's an anteater.
I don't know what he is in the
Then
show.
why did you say dog? Because you knew that.
That's
What
my
a
dog. That's my dog.
What a great start to the podcast.
Hey.
Welcome back to another episode this week. We have some topics, and we're going to talk and say things
About those topics.
Yes.
Like a podcast would do. We are speaking about our opinions on things nobody asked for.
In the English
without
language.
getting paid for it yet.
Indeed.
Correct.
Yeah.
Indubitably.
Look here. I have a lot of stuff to be stolen from me. All right, bikes, dignity. That catchphrase won't be though. Starting off this week's episode. You guys got gas? You got that gas on y'all?
I've had a half a tank in my car since February because I've been driving a truck. I've been driving a truck, so
I feel like you need to recycle. Like you need to filter through that gas.
Oh, that gas has just been sitting there, bro.
Yeah.
nah. Because I started up. I start my car up.
For what? Like, what do you just every day?
Not every day, like every week,
Okay.
like once every week, just to make sure the battery and shit like that doesn't deteriorate. I don't know what I think is gonna happen. I don't know how the car works exactly.
No, that's a great.
But
I don't know.
My dad told
I
me
don't know
to
how
make
cars
sure
work.
if a car's sitting there, make sure you start it up every once in a while.
Yeah, or just don't have it sit there. Put it somewhere else.
Why would I do that when I could just drive the truck?
But like,
But it's a truck, Eric.
it's a truck. So aren't you in theory
No,
wasting
it's
more?
the truck.
Yeah, but you're wasting more gas by using the truck, right?
You don't know that.
Well, I'm asking you. It's
Are
a
you?
question. I'm asking you a question. Like, are you wasting more gas by using the truck?
My car doesn't have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay.
Does the truck really?
Yes.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Why do you think I'm using it?
Mm,
I don't know. You're lazy.
That too. I also
Okay.
don't feel like backing that shit out, which is not the point.
Did you get gas, buddy?
I did. I don't have gas. I thought that it wasn't
Lame.
real. So
You thought gas wasn't real, or
I just thought this whole thing wasn't real. Like it was just gonna blow over, and then, I'm SOL now. Gas stations are packed.
Gas is a concept invented by the Jedi. I
As
don't
you,
believe
as
it.
I'm sure all the listeners are knowing, is well, maybe not our Congolese people. We over here on the east side of the U.S. A big pipeline for the country was hacked.
Our gas got hacked.
Our pipelines got hacked, causing a shortage to occur where we live, especially here in NC. Shouts to Charlotte. Shouts to the big 704. A gas shortage has occurred. Lots of places, really mostly outside of Charlotte, like Concord and other places. I think Pineville too. A lot of gas stations over there didn't have gas, and I don't want to say if this is overreaction or not, but mayhem has occurred. Long lines. People bagging gasoline in their cars, like just straight up
I
using.
saw that.
Me too.
Flat out going grocery shopping and then saying, "Well, you know what? I'm not done with this bag yet."
Did you see the one with? You see the one with the guy, just with the big ass water tank
I
in the back of his truck, just
Yeah.
filling it up with gas.
Yeah, there. So people. We were told gas shortage. Our state is in a state of emergency. Governor Roy Cooper, shouts to you, Roy. Let that out. And as we all know, when people hear state of emergency, they mean they need to act like it's an emergency, which means they got to go take everything as much as they can.
Oh, full
Oh, yeah.
panic.
Yeah. So
Humanity is not on each other's side. They're really selfish, and I don't care that they are, but don't act like you're not. Is all I'm saying.
okay. So I don't know where you guys want to start this off with this gas storage.
Gas machine broke.
First things first. I want to ask the very important question: how the fuck are our pipelines hackable? What? I was blown away by the idea. I don't like. Okay, for one, okay, I'm gonna say this. It has been said that from multiple news sources that our pipeline was hacked and that other people found it and closed it. Yada yada yada. For one, do you guys believe it if the government says, "Oh, that's what causing the shortage. Our gas pipeline was hacked"? Does that sound believable to you?
I just don't. It doesn't sound real.
It doesn't sound real. Okay.
I would just be like, what are the details of a pipeline being hacked? Like,
They could not possibly give that up.
but it's just like what were they hacking into?
The pipeline.
Exactly.
Us. Well, I mean, like, Tavares.
So I imagine there's a control center
Yeah.
at the pipeline, maybe at the beginning,
Maybe not
middle,
even at. Well, honestly, maybe not.
maybe
even
at the end,
pipeline. Yeah.
maybe nowhere near it. I don't
Yeah.
know. And there's some computers in there running off of a network that is hackable. Because why not? Let me ask you a question.
They ain't got
both of
Norton. Our government ain't have Norton installed.
Yeah, I need NordVPN. Where is that?
Cannot.
Would you put your house completely on the network? That means your locks, your air conditioner, your fucking AC,
Your
I
fridge.
just said it, I just said
Refrigerator.
your refrigerator, your fucking sound system,
Yeah.
everything,
Internet.
lights. Would you do that?
No.
Why?
Not at all. Because if somebody gets in, everything's fucked.
Maybe
Yeah.
because
Everything's
it's
ruined.
fucking hackable.
Everything-
So why would you put our
Yeah.
gas on the fucking?
Everything's hackable. First things
Yeah.
first, I want to say that I believe them if they tell me the pipeline was hacked. Because, like you said, it doesn't sound real. It doesn't. Which to me means they had no reason to say our pipelines was hacked unless they actually were, because it's so ridiculous. Nobody would have possibly thought they were hacked to begin with. It's such a crazy idea to think, oh, the reason our gas is short, niggas from wherever hacked our pipelines and that caused it. They could have said
Specifically
nothing.
niggas.
They could have, yeah, specifically niggas.
Specifically.
They could have said anything. And what I would not have thought was that, oh, hacking happened. It's so crazy that it doesn't make any sense for them to say it unless it is true. It'd be so ridiculous.
I also feel like I was expecting, or I saw that like gas prices were gonna skyrocket, but like right now they're like not even at $3.
Like, where when I paid for it the other day?
$3 is high for me. Too much
Yeah.
for my blood.
Which
Well-
it is, but it was like $2.60, $2.50.
I'm paying like $2.89.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, like, so if, let's say some places don't run out of gas, then what's the point of, like, if there are, just like here in Charlotte, if places aren't out of gas, what is the reason for it to go up?
And they said it was only gonna be like a couple days or so.
Yeah,
So
it should be resolved by this weekend.
Yeah, so I feel like you just shouldn't have said anything.
You think they shouldn't have said anything?
Yes.
Okay. So here's the thing.
Because we're all panicking and we're out of gas because you said we're not gonna have gas.
I would have panicked if there was no gas. Like, oh, government didn't say shit. No gas.
But we
Yeah.
but we would have gas because people aren't panicking.
Well,
People would be filling up like normal instead of filling up gas can after gas can after gas can.
I disagree. So here's the thing. If hypothetically, if we were hacked and it didn't say anything and everything goes on like it normally is, our state doesn't get declared to be in a state of emergency. We don't, like, it's not just us that got affected by this, but like, let's say, but even one state we don't go into this panic mode, hypothetically. Maybe people don't react that way, but it doesn't mean more gas would come in that quickly unless the government says and understands, yeah, we fucked up on this one. We got y'all. Listen, our bad. It took this fuck up for like it caused, people to overreact, yes, but it's better for them to say, hey, listen, our bad, we got to get on top of this, than to be like, we'll wait. We gotta wait till this one, guys. I'm not gonna take the rap on
But
this one.
it's the same thing of if you go to a gas station and none of the pumps work or they're out of gas. This happened before.
Yes.
So I feel like when you declare a state of emergency, North Carolina doesn't know how to act. We do the most.
Do you blame the government or do you blame the people?
I blame the people.
I blame the people.
Which are
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I
'Cause
think
we hear state of emergency and we think like the
we's a
world is
strong word
ending.
also. Well, we is a strong word. A certain demographic of people. I'm not gonna say any names.
white people. No,
I didn't say any names. A lot of people. I want to say a lot of people. I want to say just white. Honestly, keep it a
Nah,
buck.
it's everybody.
Anyway,
That's
keep
fine.
it a shoestring. A lot of people do it.
Keep it a noodle.
Keep it a wrap. Panic ensures no matter what. This gas shortage, as annoying as it is, and let's say this does not immediately get resolved by this weekend, and prices really go up, or gas is like really hard to find. Hypothetically, is this more inconveniencing than like toilet paper
I was
running
about to
out.
bring that up. Yeah.
Because like this sucks, but like, what's the worst emergency? Not being able to find gas immediately, or I gotta I gotta go down the street another 20 miles to find something to wipe my ass with.
Whether you just laid it out right
Because
there.
when toilet paper was gone, you know what that also meant? Napkins were gone, wipes were gone, everything that resembled toilet paper was also gone.
So Eric, have
Everything was gone then.
You don't have to say if you don't want to, but have you ever been so broke
Yes.
where you had to
Absolutely. Yeah.
where
When I had to use McDonald's napkins? Yes.
No, not even that.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
You couldn't afford McDonald's.
Whoa, wait a minute now.
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying you're broke. This is how broke you are.
I was never that broke. Get your weight up.
You couldn't. You had to cut down on some things, right?
Right.
And my family had to do this in the past,
Oh, no.
or my mom
Wait a
at least
minute.
had to tell me that this is what she did when she was a kid,
Oh, boy.
where she had to
Oh, no.
cut down on certain things. Toilet paper was one of the things to go.
Oh,
So what
yeah.
you would do is go to the bathroom, instantly hop in the shower. Makes sense. I can't only say you. It just makes sense.
It makes sense, but I can't rock it like
It
that.
makes sense, but that's a lot.
What if...
You gotta save your money, bro.
Okay, so, like...
Which is not the point.
And
we were
what
trying to
about
make
for
originally.
women? Am I supposed to shower every time I pee?
My mom was.
Oh, that's a
woman,
good point.
yes.
That's a good point. You gonna tell? You gonna tell?
'cause
Like
I could get a UTI.
Like, what if I'm at? What if old girls at work? What if Shawty's at work? You gonna tell her like, hey, I just hopped in the bathroom. Can I hit?
If she's at work, they have toilet paper.
You ain't gonna
How
like
do
my
you know?
answer.
How do you know?
He's saying when they had to cut down on things.
Yeah, at your house.
Oh,
You ain't gonna like my answer because I thought about it.
what do you think? What?
You better take your hand.
Ew.
You ain't getting a UTI. You can wash your hands. What's up? Problem solved. I'm a
that's right.
problem solver.
You can't get UTIs on your hand. He's actually right about this. I can't argue with that logic.
Yeah, but that
impenetrable.
the hand does nothing. It doesn't.
What do you mean? The hand is everything. What? The hand is literally, it does everything.
I don't know, man. Like I've never.
The hand isn't just the hand, it's the fingers too. What are you talking about?
How would you know?
You're right, they call me Stubbs.
How would you know? With your big meaty hands, ain't nothing gonna fit down there with your hands.
I didn't know my hands are fucking big
got
until
fucking-
people started bringing it up
You got
recently.
bricks for fingers, bro.
Why my shit so big?
He
Ain't
has
nobody-
what for
It's
fingers?
bricks for fingers. Nobody, no woman's gonna go down there and tell you to wipe it. They're gonna go down there. She's like, "Oh wow, it's a fucking."
Me?
They're gonna see a fin flop.
When did I come into the fucking...
Right, I'm
Hypothetically.
confused.
Well, I'm just saying, like, how would he know? You know what I mean? Like, how would he like? What if there's other people out there with big hands? Women got big hands too.
Then you shit out of luck.
Oh wow.
Literally. Anyway, what were you? Who was there? There's no
This
thing?
is
Running out
like
of toilet paper.
yeah. So like this
Which
is
more
like
convenient?
like how much like when it was happening last year when the COVID started happening, we were running out of shit because people didn't know how to react.
Yeah,
And
that was my answer. Running out of gas is way more inconvenient
oh man.
because you can just
I
hop in the
agree.
shower. Like I said, that's
You
what I'm
can-
getting- that's what I was getting to.
You also, as disgusting as it sounds, you could use like something that you
Newspaper.
could wash.
That's the thing. Okay, that's my thing. Is like
you
use
could use
towels
like
and
a towel or a rag.
I can't use a towel. I know. I wiped my ass with.
Well, you
Nah,
could
this is getting
just
thrown out.
designate it. You can just designate it for that.
So here's the thing. I can't. I'm thinking of it like this scenario as a scenario as like we were told gas is is gonna be back eventually. We were told like listen, don't panic. It's just coming out. There was no reassurance about this whole toilet paper shit when it was going down. We were just told, hey, listen, download some apps, find some websites or something. And we're gonna try to keep y'all in stock when they come back. But once it's in stock, it was gonna be over.
The
That
funny
was
thing is,
it.
people weren't even worried about food. They worried about toilet paper.
Yeah, so
How
like
you gonna shit if you don't got?
I
food?
remember when it first came out. I was like, yeah, meat prices are gonna go up, and like I don't remember caring because I was like, what am I gonna do after I eat that meat? And I gotta go to the bathroom.
No
Like,
toilet paper.
like I was going to fast food places. It's like, oh, I got napkins. Thank goodness. Whew.
God, they got raided.
It was tough times, bro. It was tough times, and like if you tell me like I have to endure like because I can go a couple days without like doing extra shit, like going out and stuff. Like if I fill up once and like I should be good for like the next 5 days.
But when you have
But if you
to,
but yeah,
that's when it comes in. That's when it becomes a problem.
sure,
Like you have to go to work.
yeah,
You got to go to work every day.
yeah.
So it is constantly a problem.
I'm thinking from my perspective. I'm not too far from my job. It's just a 10-minute drive for me. Everybody ain't got the luxury, so I understand that. But I remember the hell we lived in a year ago, bro, and that was a special one. That was a hell I don't remember. This one, like gas being expensive and niggas not knowing how to act, I get it.
I think
toilet paper being extinct, I didn't like that was foreign to me.
I mean, I'll just say like when that whole thing happened, like I never didn't like there was not a point where I didn't have toilet paper. It was just hard to find, or people were like inflating the prices. And I feel like when it comes to gas, I'm not gonna go to 5 different gas stations looking for gas. I would rather call out of work.
The picture of you going online and toilet paper is just at $1,000 a pack.
The resale market on toilet paper was at a
It's
whack,
the same
bro.
thing with hand sanitizer.
Shit was real walkie. That was real walkie. It was real walkie time.
It's worse than graphics cards, worse than shoes.
Worse than shoes. Listen, it's the same thing. Anything that gets resold out there, just like Popeye's chicken sandwiches, man. You know it's dark time.
Hand sanitizer was like crazy expensive.
Yeah, but people weren't even going crazy for hand sanitizer as they were for toilet paper.
Why do you guys think it is that people don't know how to handle like emergencies like this?
Well, so what I was going to say earlier is that do you think it's because COVID happened that people are acting like this?
No. I
So,
don't think so.
like to explain, because people were impacted by COVID and had to hog toilet paper, that was their instinct. That was what people were already doing, at least. They said, all right, well, something similar is happening, so time to go get it.
I don't think. See, I don't think COVID had too much of a correlation to what I saw from this instance. I think there's probably something correlated between how people reacted during the beginning of COVID to this.
Yeah,
but I think this to me was like it's like in my head, the process for you to think like, okay, gas shortage, I need to get as much gas as possible, which means I need to do whatever it takes to get gas is one thing. And I like the extreme of like, I got to go get bagged gas. I got to fill canisters up, all that stuff like that's going over the edge. And it like that comes off as like very selfish. Like, what do you really need this gas for?
I just thought of something.
Yeah. Like that, it comes off as really weird to me. And like that clearly you're planning like, this isn't going to stop my life. And like, I got to do what I got to do in terms of just like, okay, well, here's how I can work around, a little gas shortage for just a little bit of time. Go ahead though.
So I was thinking about the picture that I brought up earlier about the guy filling the big ass water tank up with gas.
Mm-hmm. Great dude.
Bro could have been a farmer.
Yeah, but he could have been. But
True.
you know what also could have been? Not a farmer.
But listen, who needs gas? A lot of gas. Farmers.
Truck drivers.
That too, but they're already taken care of.
Sure.
Farmers need a shit ton of gas to operate machinery. If they do not operate machinery, that is food going to waste.
Okay.
Or, they were operating machinery before, so they have big ass fields. They cannot possibly go out there and pick them all in one day.
Yes. Okay.
That's very important. So that guy, if he was a farmer, all right, bro, do your thing.
Yes, if that guy's a farmer, and if that guy's an official farmer that has, he probably has business cards. He has something work that can prove that he's a farmer.
He ain't gotta have business cards.
No, I mean,
they
like,
have crops. Shit, that's all. That's all the proof.
How am I gonna know he has crops?
Bring me a corn. Bring me a single corn.
Just to say, okay, but like that's one hypothetical. How many farmers are out here?
I mean, it's North Carolina.
There's a lot.
What are you talking about?
How many?
I think because you live in Charlotte, you don't see a lot of them, but like
if they're not,
there's a lot.
There's a lot.
If they're not in Charlotte and they're telling me they have to drive to Charlotte to get the gas, that's a problem on its own. And clearly that means like people have to step up to like help that. But like that, I'm looking at everybody else different. You know what I mean? Like I'm not looking at that person like that person already had to drive all the way up here to get gas from his farm to do it. Okay, I understand that part. If you're down the street and you're fucking, I gotta get 4 canisters, so just in case, something happens, like, come on, chill out, bro. World don't revolve around you.
I think it's a whole thing like when COVID first happened of like people are selfish in the sense of like they're not willing to give up something to help. So people are probably filling up their cars, canisters and things like that because they don't want to sit at home for a weekend.
Oh yeah.
So it's like just like when COVID happened, it's like if you think about all the other countries like Canada, they won't let you go into a store and buy anything that's not essential. Like
Italy shut
down.
But
But that's the thing. A girl went in to buy hair ties and they told her because it wasn't an essential item, she couldn't buy it. Like, whereas here it's like, okay, we're in a pandemic, but not that many places shut down. Like, you can't go sit down at a restaurant like when it first happened, but you can go walk around Walmart. You can go still walk around stores.
Yeah, nobody cares about Walmart.
Yeah, so it's like
Walmart is already a cesspool of disease.
Yeah.
So I think
You were
it's
sick once you walked in.
I think it's more of just like people scared that they're not going to be able to do what they normally do and take a weekend off until they figure out the gas thing.
Right.
Well, the last thing I want to say about this little gas shortage is that our governor, NC Governor Roy Cooper,
Coopster.
declared us to be in a state of emergency.
PT Cooper.
So I just want to ask all you guys, what do you guys know about Roy Cooper?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, great. So I also know nothing about Roy Cooper. Guys, is Roy Cooper good at his job?
What was the
Great.
question?
I don't know. So but I bring this up to say is like the only time I've ever heard Roy Cooper's name was when he was declaring us in a state of emergency.
Yep.
So
Not even that. I didn't even hear about it.
yeah.
I heard the election and that was it. That's the last thing I heard about.
So I hear two things. Roy Cooper wins again, and Roy Cooper declares us to be in the state of emergency. Where he's either constantly winning or constantly telling us to relax.
Which is still him winning.
So it's just still him winning. So I bring this up to say, like, I don't, like, we're all over, like, 25, 24 years old. We're full-fledged adults. And I think we can honestly say that we don't know too much about what our government is doing. So, like, I can't tell if he's doing a good job. I heard his name and it made me think of just like, okay, he's still around. I'd like, that's cool, I guess. I don't
father, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if he's doing a bad job. I voted for him because he's a Democrat. But what is there anything you guys look for like your governor to be good? And like, how do I know if that nigga's checking the boxes I'm looking for, man? 'Cause every time I hear him, shit's going wrong.
I mean, the governor's not the fucking president of the United States, bro. It just has to make sure everything's operational, make sure we getting money into the state, in the schools, and make sure our fucking roads are fixed, bro. And make sure niggas ain't homeless on the streets.
So when you say make sure our roads are fixed, are they?
It depends on where you are.
That's what I'm saying. Are they? So when you say make sure homeless people are on the street, are they? That's a yes. That's a yes.
Both times I went uptown, I got to talk to by a homeless person, and I'm not just saying homeless people don't talk to me. I'm just saying they're out there.
Every time I live not too far from uptown, and every time I drive out there, I'm passing like the little tent city over there. Like I can't say Roy Cooper's doing a terrible job. But like,
it sounds like he's doing a terrible job.
I can't look at this on the news and be like, I can't wait to elect you again, Roy.
I'll say he's doing decent as far as like COVID, because South Carolina they were in a state of emergency for 1 week, and then the mask mandate was done.
The emergency went away.
Right, but I feel like for us at least it's like somewhat being
responsible.
Yeah.
Precautionary?
Yeah. I mean, we still have the people that aren't going to wear masks, but at least he's, like, mandating it as far as, like, places that we go. Whereas, like, South Carolina, like, everything opened up. You could go to the clubs. You could do everything that you normally would do in South Carolina. When the pandemic was bad here.
I would argue that those people who want it so bad to go up and go to a strip club needs to stay their ass at home. Stay the fuck home. What are you doing, bro?
Here's what I'd argue: if they need to be out there, they need to go out but stay out.
Don't come back.
Just don't go back in your house. Just stay out there for a while.
Well, there were people like traveling to South Carolina just to do things.
Bold as hell. I've never willingly gone to South Carolina.
I would be scared. now
I've gone to South Carolina for one reason.
I don't know. I went to a funeral maybe like a month ago, 2 months ago, and nobody had a mask.
Were you happy during that?
I just felt uncomfortable that no one was wearing a mask.
Wait a minute. You don't stand well what he said.
What?
Were you happy during your funeral?
It wasn't in South Carolina.
It was where?
It was in North Carolina.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But no one was wearing a mask, and I was very uncomfortable.
What they gonna do? Get the dead man sick? I assume it was a guy.
I could get COVID from these people.
Were you vaccinated at the time?
Yeah.
Well,
you already around them.
But no one else.
Nobody else was.
It just stressed me out not seeing anyone in mask.
So, let's say if I gave you a pitch between you have our governor like Roy Cooper, where you only hear from him when something needs to be resolved, or on the other hand is governor that's always doing something. It's not necessarily bad stuff, but like everywhere you look, you see our governor. Like if I say every time you do a YouTube video, the governor's got a new fucking pitch on fucking Spotify. He's got a new vitamin water campaign out. He's doing all this other stuff. Like he has, he's coaching the flag football team. All this little stuff. It's never anything bad, but it's
But
just.
I feel like he's hiding something at that point.
He's just doing he's just constantly doing stuff. Like,
so is it always just little stuff, or is it also like throwing in good stuff too?
I mean, like it's good and or bad stuff. Like let's say you see hypothetical NC Governor Cory Rooper. You see him out. You see him out in the street, and like there's a video recording of him, doing the jerk, pinwheel dropping. He's just doing stuff like the opposite of what we know about Roy Cooper. Whereas like we don't know Roy Cooper. I can tell you what his face is.
Well, that's why I was going to say yes. I would like that kind of governor who you hear a lot of. I know
good or bad.
Yeah,
you just know stuff
because I
them.
know what they would be out there doing. I know that they are active. In a way.
Yeah.
Roy Cooper could be sitting on his fucking ass, bro. That nigga could be sitting back smoking a cigar. For
hypothetically, COVID so happening. Maybe he should be sitting on his ass, but I just don't know.
So yeah, I don't know what this nigga's up to, and that in itself is kind of a problem.
Is that on us? Should we be asking Roy Cooper like what he's doing? Like, should we just check up on Twitter and just tweet at him like, "What you doing today?"
I think it's possibly on us because I don't think we've also made the effort
to check in on Roy Cooper,
to check in on what exactly he's up to.
That's a good point. There's a couple of friends of mine, like who every now and then I don't really check up on like too often. Roy Cooper might be one of those people.
Yeah,
like I just should give
he's an acquaintance.
I should be keeping more tabs on him since he's running my state.
I feel like it would just make him appear like more personable.
Right.
Like I feel like with Obama, like we always saw him out doing things, like Michelle and him. And it made you feel like if you saw him on the street that you would just be like, "What's up?
Yeah.
What's up, Obama?" But it's like, just like you said, like we don't even know what like Roy Cooper looks like. So I feel like if we saw him actively doing things, then we'd be like, "Oh, that's a cool dude." Like
Roy Cooper could walk down the street right now, and I would just say, "Why? Like, who are you?"
Literally, you just keep walking.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even say anything. You would just keep walking.
I'd ask if we were in a state of emergency, and he said, "I'm Governor Roy Cooper. We're in a state of emergency. Thank you for electing me."
He'd be like, "Excuse me, sir. Where's your mask?" And he'd be like, "I made the mandate."
he would just talk about more about how he's won 4 times in a row. He can't wait to win 4 more.
I mean, he
won 4 times in a row?
He must be doing something right.
Can you be governor for too long? Like, is there a?
I don't think there's a limit.
There's not a max.
I don't think so.
Roy Cooper go for it.
But that's what I'm saying. He must be doing something decent.
Roy Cooper, however you're getting these many votes, I voted for you. I don't even remember voting for you.
Which is shocking because, like, North Carolina, like, majority voted for Trump.
Who was the one? It was election year, the recent one, where he had a scandal. The governor, he was running for governor.
I think it was Roy Cooper's enemy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, that enemy's a strong word. I don't know. Roy Cooper just don't like that dude. But like the Republican Party,
mate.
Your running mate. Yeah,
I don't know who it was, but yeah, that's
running away from his mate. That's for sure.
He's so in the past now. I don't even remember that nigga's name, bro.
But like that, like maybe just governor. Just you're not gonna get the shine if you're the governor. Because like honestly, if you ask me what seems like a harder job, it might be governor than just president.
I think like lower level.
Not gonna get the praise, that's for sure.
Lower level like government jobs like that, you do a lot more of the legwork. It may not seem like it, but like they have a bigger impact on us.
What if Roy Cooper is just a really power-hungry person?
That's
the reason why he doesn't come out in public all like that. He's just sitting in the back of a chair in a leather chair, twirling his mustache. I assume he has.
He's constantly. You're saying hypothetically, Roy Cooper is constantly plotting.
Constantly plotting on world domination. Yes. Constantly plotting on, let's say, a hypothetical assassination of a president or something.
Every
like
other
that.
time,
I'm going to be the next president. He says.
Half the time we've had rainfall, it's just been one of his crazy plots to flood the city so that he can save it, so that it'll look better.
Some kind of elaborate weather machine. Yes.
Roy Cooper, we know you're listening to this. If you could reach out to us and tell us, like, what you do on like your off days when you're not twirling your hypothetical mustache, please let us know.
He could do like a take us to work day.
He can come on this podcast.
Please,
yeah.
Come on this podcast so we can talk to you about
a day in the life.
So we can talk to you about fucking J. Cole. Speaking of J. Cole,
that was forced.
That was so forced.
I know, no, but like the governor Roy Cooper, I feel like has to talk to has at some point had a conversation about the biggest artist from our state. You don't think
I
so?
don't think he had to have that
I
conversation.
don't think Roy Cooper's gonna talk about J. Cole.
You
Literally.
think Roy Cooper knows who J. Cole is?
I don't think Roy Cooper knows who the baby is, bro.
Really?
I don't think Roy Cooper knows what
I
a
don't
baby
think-
Roy
is.
Cooper
I don't
has
think
had
he cares.
Roy Cooper at some point has had somebody come up to him and said, "Hey, we're headlining something here, the baby or J. Cole something." Roy Cooper had to have been
Why
okayed
would
on
they run?
Dreamfest
Why would they run that by him?
because it's a giant festival. Like I don't know. Like I'm sure somebody around Dreamville's camp said like, "Listen, we want to get this festival thing back on. Send this up to the fucking state officials so we can get this back on. We need as much back news as possible." I.e., J. Cole called Governor Roy Cooper himself just to hypothetically get that festival back on. Anyway, back to J. Cole regularly talk and his good friend Roy Cooper. J. Cole in the news again. He's dropping his brand new album tomorrow. As it would be, what is it? May 14th is when his new album's dropping. He's released a single leading up to it, the interlude, I believe. That was okay. More importantly, though, J. Cole has recently announced that he is signing with the African Basketball League, a league of 12 teams where he's playing for the Rwandan team. Signed for the full season.
Question:
Yes.
did you know, any of you, that there was an African basketball team?
I'm sure. Yes,
Not at all.
I did know there was African basketball teams. I did not know there was like a national African basketball league. I don't know because like this is like the biggest one, but I did know there was African basketball teams. Yes, like I do know they play basketball in Africa.
Did not.
That's
Me
fair.
This is
either.
news to me.
I'm sure if you don't watch sports and like you wouldn't think. I wonder what the national basketball league in Africa is like. I don't even know.
I didn't
if
even
this-
know there were national basketball leagues.
Yeah,
I didn't think it was like a. Fuck, what does
like
have?
different countries playing.
Like I guess the top one would be soccer.
Yeah, soccer is probably. I think soccer is the biggest sport in just about all of Africa.
Except for like a lot of countries, except for United States,
Yeah,
because we're assholes and want to name football did something that's not football.
yeah. Well, it's okay. We have baseball.
We also want to drive on the right side of the street instead of the left because we want to be different.
Well, the left side of the street's for blimies. Anyway, J. Cole signing with the Rwandan team for the African Basketball League, and quite frankly, I don't know about you guys, but all this really makes me more upset about that. J. Cole has time to put out an album, drop all this stuff, come out with sneakers, sign with the basketball team in Africa, filling up his dream of playing professional basketball. It makes me a little more upset that Drake can tear his little ACL and still can't drop an album.
Little ACL.
I cannot.
Drake tore his ACL, I want to say like 7 months ago. His album was supposed to come out in January.
I told you
It's May.
in January.
It's May.
That can't be the reason why he hasn't dropped it.
It can't be. J. Cole, listen, I don't.
You interrogated me and you was like, "Oh, well, what do you want him to do?"
I don't know, like,
you're being a real needy fan right now.
Obviously, I am. But here's what I'll say: J. Cole, I'd like everybody that knows me knows that like I have not been a big fan of J. Cole's latest projects. J. Cole, the person, does not seem that bad. He seems like a real cool dude. But he seems to be doing a lot right now. J. Cole playing basketball in Africa. Would you guys watch the game? If I tell you the game comes on at like 8 p.m.
Let me follow that.
Would you guys go out of your way to watch it? Like, let's say it's on like YouTube Live.
Let me follow that up with another question.
Go ahead.
Have you seen the video of him dunking?
I have seen
Or
a video of him dunking.
Have you seen the video of him dunking?
No.
Eric, I should have brought this up earlier. Do you have the video readily available?
I do not have.
So
the
was
video
he
readily
the
available.
only? Was he the only? Or was that the only team that would take him?
We have no idea right now. The negotiations have not been like leaked yet about like what J. Cole's agreements were. Like if other teams like asked him to play. I do know that like he passed the physical and that like he signed with the team and that he is flying down there now to go be with the team and like train on the site there.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. I think that's all that's reported as of right now. Like,
We're
go
also
ahead, talk more.
assuming that a dude was a.
He's 35 years old. He's like 35 or 36 years old.
We're also assuming, that he was out there like sending out applications or some shit or trying out. I think that
Somebody had to.
No, somebody came to him.
Yeah, no, I disagree.
I think that somebody.
I
came to him,
disagree.
honestly.
So that's a really bold statement because if I'm at it, who on the African Basketball League general management stops to think, I think we could sign J. Cole That's such a that's going on levels of our government getting hacked on our pipelines.
No, I
like
think
that's such a random thought to have to even attempt. It's like, where would you even start?
I think that when he was in Africa, which he went with Dreamville at some point, didn't he? I'm pretty sure, especially with Boz.
I'm sure at some point, yeah.
He made some connections. He probably hooped with some of those people, and they were like, "Hey, look at you, you're pretty good." Apparently, don't mind the issues, and that's where his offer came from, or his theoretical offer, anyway.
Hypothetically, what if I were to offer you a yearly contract of, let's say, honestly, if J. Cole's getting, what amount of money is good enough for J. Cole to make? J. Cole's a superstar. To play in Africa, a continent he's not even, from, I feel like it would have to take him a lot of money. They must have money for them to pay J. Cole to play basketball for a season there with him.
Good amount of millions.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, damn.
So the thing about that is, the difference between artist money and
Athlete money
is that artist money is a lot of times tied into the studio /
label,
yes. Whereas athlete money is going straight to them. So we don't know exactly how much J. Cole is making for his music
as an artist. Yeah,
as an artist.
We
know that he's probably getting buku bucks from Africa.
He should be getting some big bucks. And is this enough for you guys to tune into basketball just to see J. Cole and see his very own?
No. For me anyway.
Short and simple. No.
There it is. Then again, he's also only playing for a year, apparently.
But I mean, like, listen, just like anything else is going to come out here, eventually the baby's going to come out with his own remix of it. He's going to play
basketball in Africa too.
He's going to play ball in the Filipino.
Back to Africa.
Yeah.
Say Filipinos.
I'm sorry. I'm at the Philippines.
Yeah.
My bad, guys.
In the Filipino.
Literally.
You guys know the Filipino. Come on. Again.
Close.
We've all been there before. Next up on topics. Black pain in movies. You guys watch any black films or black anything lately? A lot of sadness going around these days.
Yeah, and that's a lot of the reason why I don't really watch black films. I like that.
What was the last you think big black film you remember watching?
Big black film?
Yeah.
I don't know. Black film was what was that one I just said with Joey Badass in it? Two Distant Strangers.
You watched it?
Yeah, I watched it.
What did you think of it?
It's a short film. It was nothing for me.
How long was it?
About an hour. Maybe somewhere around like an hour and some change, but not enough for like a full blockbuster movie.
Yeah.
Can you give us a short review of it real quick? Do you think it was a good movie?
It was a good movie. The only problem with the movie is that it came out that they stole the idea.
That was the only problem with the movie.
That's the only problem I had with the movie. Like watching the movie is like, yo, this isn't an original idea. You know you stole this shit.
You thought Joey Badass's performance was good?
Joey Badass had a decent performance, yes. He has grown as an actor since I saw him in Mr. Robot.
I didn't even know he was in Mr. Robot.
He was in Mr. Robot. He began in Mr. Robot in season 2. I haven't fully watched all of Mr. Robot though, so I don't know if he's still in or if he was still in to the end.
Well, yeah, you don't even know if he stays a robot.
You're a bitch.
I cannot.
Catchphrase.
What about you, Miss Samara?
Huh? Movies?
Yeah.
The last one I can think of is movie-wise is Black and Blue.
What did you think of that?
It was pretty good, but it was very tense. It's basically like a girl that grew up in like the streets becomes a cop and she starts working in that area. And of course, like the people she grew up with, they don't like it. And she ends up like catching like some dirty cops kill a guy on camera on like her body cam. And it's her, like, them basically hunting her. Like, the cops trying to kill her. It's a black lady. And, I mean, it was pretty good. Very.
That sounds like Bright.
It sounds like Bright because I'm uninterested by it. That's what it sounds like, Bright.
It was pretty good, though. I mean, like, in the Kerry Washington one, I can't think of the name. It was the same thing. Like, she gets a call. Or she calls because her son is, like, not answering or should have been home. And it was this whole, like, her son got shot by a cop.
There's a lot. There's fucking so many, though. Go ahead, Eric.
Killed by cop, shot by cop. That seems to be a giant, big premise.
Yeah.
What's going on, like...
Dirty cops.
Yeah, dirty cops. So like cops, more. My point was more just like the pain, that like gets shown and expressed through black movies these days. Where it's like I don't remember it being like this evident as before. Like I think everybody I remember old movies in like the 90s, 2000s. It was usually about like specifically black people's like struggles that they had in their own stories in the ghetto. Yeah. Now it's just like it seems to be either like a retelling of like slavery. It seems to be like another exploration of like how evil our people have been treated before in a different way, or it's just cop shoots a black person.
Yeah, and I didn't say this before, but my movie also had to do with the cop shooting a black person.
Yeah.
The whole premise of that movie,
Yeah.
because I guess if we're sharing premises,
The hate
which
you
I should have done
give,
first.
Well-
place.
Cop shoots a black person. Yeah.
And it's like Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
Oh, where a cop shoots a groundhog. Yeah.
So yeah, he leaves this woman's apartment. He's trying to go home to his dog. Cop shoots him for no reason. Wakes up in the girl's apartment again and does it all over again. And they just have different outcomes.
Mm.
It's so
The end of the movie got me though.
Would you recommend us to watch it?
Yeah, especially because it's not that long.
Wow, I just have not heard that same opinion throughout.
I
But
recommend to watch it because it's entertaining and yes, but I don't know because they fucking stole that idea.
can you?
I've like that sounds like so many other movies.
They stole the
The
idea.
whole Groundhog Day
Oh.
thing. Like Marlon Wayans has a movie on Netflix like that. Whatever that movie is, the actual Groundhog Day movie.
I was thinking of the movie where like it's like a girl falls asleep and like she like wakes up and like
Happy Death Day.
I was thinking that
Yeah.
that was the same premise I thought when I thought of that. So like it doesn't even sound original for black.
And
who's
Adam
the guy?
Devine has a movie on Netflix the same exact way.
Who's the guy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Adam Sandberg.
Adam Sandberg. Yes, he also has a movie on Hulu that was like that.
Is it
Yeah.
Adam Sandberg? Am I crazy?
I don't know. I'm just gonna go with it.
It's saying something. It's not Sandler. Sandy man.
Sandburger. Sandstorm.
Andy?
Bandburger.
Andy?
Andy
Andy
Sandberg.
Sandberg.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I said.
Adam, you took Adam Sandler and put.
I
He was also in that movie with Adam Sandler.
I was thinking of like partially cut gem.
Partially cut, Jim.
But
Not
anyway,
quite there, Jim.
But I think now it's an interesting dynamic because like all the 90s 2000 movies, like if you think like Paid in Full, it doesn't show necessarily the dynamic. It just shows like the struggle of being black raised in the streets.
Right.
Whereas like now the movies, it's like showing the dynamic of being a suppressed race.
that is that is the movie. Like those are usually the movies now. Like the hate you give, that whole.
That's what
movie.
I'm saying. But
Yeah.
before in the 90s, it was more just like we grew up in the hood. Like
Yeah.
we're just, this is what it is, And now it's just like, I'm going to show you that I'm still in some form of slavery.
Yeah. Speaking of like some form of slavery, me and Samara watched them on Amazon Prime, and would you like to tell us how that journey went for us?
It was a roller coaster ride.
Can you give us a synopsis of what that show is about?
Let me pause. Is this a spoiler? Or a spoiler free?
I mean, I just wanted to talk about where their like view of how slavery started.
So if you don't want to hear her view of how slavery started, or if that's even a thing in the show, skip this part.
Skip now, yeah, and blame Lena Waithe, who refuses to make Happy Beauties. Just refuse. I can't speak. Go ahead.
But basically, the movie is it's like what, set in the 50s,
Yeah,
40s or 50s. A black family from North Carolina, they moved to Compton
I hate North Carolina.
in a white neighborhood. The dad, like the husband, got a good job. Of course, he's like the only black person in like a decent position, and like the other black people, they're like the mail carriers, like those like
Low level job.
yeah. So
I just want to pause you for just 1 second. So like the main lead, the black man, is played by English person, which is another like funny thing is this time coming to see is like of English men seem to play better Americans than Americans.
There's a
Yeah,
lot of black English actors.
Yeah, the
Idris
guy from Get
Elba.
Out. Oh yeah, Idris Elba.
Yeah.
That's
The
all
guy
I'm
from
saying.
Get Out.
The guy from Get Out.
What's his name? Daniel something.
Radcliffe.
Not super close, except no. Fucking I forget his name from Snowfall.
Yep.
It's so many.
The guy from All American.
Yes, the guy from All American too. Like so many fucking
Kalula. Daniel. What is his name? Is that
Daniel
the one you're
Kaluuya. That is Get Out. He was in Black Mirror too. Yeah. So many of like movie stars I see today that are getting like big roles here are British people playing Americans,
Mm-hmm.
and I won't notice they're like British up until I read their fucking Wikipedia. But go ahead.
Yeah, or there's like an interview of them or something.
Yeah, and they're just saying blah 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 cheerio. That was offensive. I'm sorry, guys. That was
No, you're
bad.
not.
That was
No.
rough.
So basically, it's 10 episodes. It's over a span of 10 days of them being in Compton, and it's just them being like tortured and sabotaged by their white neighbors. And then it also plays into like some spiritual, like demonic type things that like play a big part in that. But the main thing is like towards the end of the season, they do an episode that explains how like oppression and slavery started for black people. And it's basically that there was a guy who was praying to God and like seeking God's like answer because he had lost his son. And as he's like done praying on the mountain, he like turns in the bush and there's a kid. So he's like, God answered my prayers. Like God speaks through me. God is hearing me. So he thinks that he is very powerful. And two travelers come by, a black couple, and they're trying to get to somewhere on the trail.
We can't give you that answer.
Yeah, they're trying to go somewhere, but their wheel breaks on the wagon. So the guy from the Bible, I guess, the religious text, it says like, you treat your guests like top notch. They don't do anything, don't lift a finger. You like utmost hospitality. And they were like, well, come stay with us while we fix your wheel. So as the time goes by, he just gets almost like a cult leader. Like he is having hallucinations. He's like reading the text out of context. Like there's a situation where they're like digging in the well to find water, and the black guy was like, dig like 20 more meters and you'll find water. And they were just like, well, how do you know? Like, how do you know that that's going to happen? Because they had been digging for a while. And the black guy was like, well, I'll do it.
Math.
Literally.
Yeah.
The black guy was like, well, I'll do it for you. And he starts digging and he finds water. And they think that it's some kind of like black magic, like sorcery. Like, how did you know?
You're going to hit water eventually, man.
Right.
Yeah.
The funny thing is they had tactics to find
Yeah.
groundwater, like deep reservoirs like that back in the day.
Even waters, there's gonna be you hit deep enough. There's water. Like we all like.
How the fuck do you think they
Yeah.
had water back then?
Yeah, like
Literally.
it came from the ground. You
Right.
have to just get to the ground. Sometimes you might have to either walk to a beach or just fucking dig.
There's big
Yeah.
ass fucking super old wells.
Yeah, that's what they were digging into.
So there was
And-
water there at some point, right?
Yeah, but I guess like in their head they were just like, this is the most we've ever had to dig. There's no water here. This isn't gonna work.
Something's fishy.
Literally. So he basically gets convinced that like this black couple should serve us. Like while we fix the wagon, they should basically be our servants. So they start working for free, and it just kind of gets out of hand. And the woman goes up to the man who's like fully hallucinating at this point. Like he's reading the text that like they are aliens and that they're trying to harm them, and he's hallucinating like this is like some kind of foreign creature. And she comes up to him and she's like, when is our, like, you need to uphold your promise. Like you said you were going to do this, you need to do it. And he's like yelling basically like, you will do what I say type thing. So she smacks him, and that like sets him off. Like he was just like, you are here to hurt me.
All while she pees her pants.
Her water broke.
Same difference.
So she
I'm not the tiebreaker here. I'm going with she paid her pants. So I guess I am the tiebreaker.
So in his head, he was like, so they are here to hurt me. She smacked me. They are here to hurt me. So they gather everybody into the church and they just start reading like, we should blind our enemies was in the text. So they blinded them. And he's like just reading the text so like way out of context of like, these people are aliens. They are from a foreign place. They are less than us. Like, they should be, like, bowing down to us. They should be doing this for us. And all this other stuff. And then they end up, like, lighting them on fire because I think at the end, like, it was almost perceived like the black family had, like, powers almost. Like, they could fight.
Black Juju? They had black Juju.
Yeah. So it all circles around to that kid was the devil and the guy was worshiping the devil to like do all these things. Like he was like, you have like followed me, you have done everything that I said, like this is great because I want like black people to be perceived as less than and slaves to our like race. And then it was like at the end, I think like the family was like fighting off the devil with fire, which is what they did back in the day, but they weren't strong enough. So they got lit on fire in the whole church. So it's just crazy how like he thought it was God that was giving him a sign, but it was really like the devil kind of creeping in and like altering his mindset of that into like the text is saying that you should treat your guests with hospitality and then like hallucinating into like they should be slaves.
This is only a side plot too.
Yeah, this literally was such a
How
side
is that
piece.
a side plot? What?
Yeah, that's really a side plot of the show.
Dude, what was the main plot?
That has an effect. It really has an effect on like how the show plays out, but like it's not the main focus of the show.
Then what is the main focus? I need you to tell me.
It's about the family experiences once they get to the house in Compton.
Yeah.
And they move into an all white neighborhood, and it's just that.
But if the family's fighting the devil at the end,
but
it's the main
hypothetical. I mean,
but the leader, so the guy from the beginning that was praying to God for a sign for forgiveness, whatever, for when he lost his son, he is almost like haunting the family.
Yeah.
So.
Just like he would haunt every family black family that would live there.
Every black family that was trying to integrate into white neighborhoods, it was basically a tactic to like scare them off, to keep the white neighborhoods pure. So there was one where like it was like almost every black family ended up in like the psych hospital because they were basically driven mad from sabotage and like the treatment of the neighbors, and also this like demonic person.
It's really just about a black family fighting their present and their past.
Yeah. And it gets sad, honestly. Like the cat in the bag thing, the girl painting herself white, like the daughter has to go to like an all white school. And the whole time you're watching it, this is like a big spoiler, the whole time you're watching it, you think that the friend that she has made is a real friend. And it's not even, the person does not exist.
Can't trust these white bitches.
And she was just like, what do you wish or whatever? And she's like, I want to be white and I want to be pretty. I don't want to be black anymore. And like the little ghost demon thing was like, here's some paint. Do what you need to do. And she paints herself pure white. It is the scariest scene. And then she just starts cheering in front of all of the class.
At a campfire, too.
At a bonfire after a game. It is so creepy.
That ghost was on it. That nigga was on probation, bro.
It was
that nigga,
he was working overtime.
That nigga was like, here's some paint, I guess.
It was the threatening that they had to do to that family was really extra. I feel like he didn't have to do too much. The neighbors were doing a hard job too, bro. They had everything against them. Go ahead.
It was just, it's a lot. Like, even though it sounds insane now, like, I felt very uncomfortable watching it. Like, all jokes aside, because that's how it really was. Like, I mean, of course, not like demonic stuff.
I can't prove it wasn't like that. I can't prove it that was not, how it was back then.
But
if
it
there was
just-
not demons. Then.
But even the guy, the husband, like he thinks he's doing a good thing for his family. Like, we're gonna live somewhere nice. You're gonna go to a good school. I got a good job. I got money, and y'all downplay him, and you don't think he's good enough to do his job because he's black, and you want to kick them out and make them stay in Black Compton so that they can feel okay.
It's funny to me that I'm hearing that there's a non-black Compton.
Well, apparently there used to
like
not
a white,
be.
Yeah.
not even non-black Compton, because there's a non-black Compton. If you
Yeah.
think about it, but a white Compton.
Yeah. I'm sure that was true at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
I
a
mean,
good job
And
there,
they were
didn't
just like, well, you can come over here to Black Compton and be fine.
yes,
What
just
do we-
2 blocks away.
What do we
Literally.
call ungentrification?
Cation.
Yeah, that was the cation of Compton. And it was a lot going on. Overall,
It was really good though.
I see really good as a strong word. I think it was really well shot. Here's what I'll say though is that, like, man, it put a damper on my mood to watch that entire time.
It was fully depressing.
It was not good for my mental health to watch that entire thing.
1
But
hour
It
episodes?
was something.
Yeah.
Ah.
Like what,
40
40 something minutes?
40 minutes.
And how many episodes
On
this
Amazon
season?
Prime,
10.
it's 10 episodes.
God, that's a lot of time to be depressed.
I finished it in like a weekend. Cause it gets you hooked. It's just so sad. Like it's really not something you want to watch if you're like already in like an upset mood.
You're not gonna feel better about
Yeah. You'll feel worse for
Compton.
sure.
Back to the main point is that black movies usually center around 3 things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, nowadays we have the good ones where it's just like, hey, well, you're black and you're doing things.
Yeah, it could be anything. Yeah,
But
Like what?
usually
it could be like what was it? Issa Rae had a romance movie with fucking
fuck, I know what you're talking
Lakeith Stanfield,
Yep.
and that was just a romance movie. I don't think there's anything special about that.
All I could think about was
There was a Marseille, I forget his last name, Martins. She had a movie where she was basically got turned into a kid that was an adult. Issa Rae was in that too. Issa Rae's in a lot of black movies.
Issa Rae's a very
Issa Rae's doing a lot, and she's not doing playing to black people's pain. She's out here just doing movies she wants to do. So that's cool.
that's what I like about her too.
But there's like it's weird. Like I think there's like we're finally getting towards a happy medium to where the other black movies you're not having to look for Tyler Perry movies to be the other black movies.
Yeah, because I
So-
feel like it's right now and before.
Yeah.
It's just
I'm glad
like
we got out of that era.
it's just a big gap, and it's like 2 major extremes. Like it's either like all I can think of right now is like Girls Trip,
Yeah,
like
I
obnoxious.
think that came out like 5 years ago.
Yeah, like so obnoxious. Or it's like you get this slavery movie. Like which one do you want?
God, there's so many fucking slavery movies.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
pick.
Hey, do
you
you remember you were slaves? Hey guys,
Literally.
guys, you remember slaves?
Guys, remember
Slaves, right?
Slaves.
Yeah, you remember slaves? Slavery.
Or it's like they still
go ahead.
portray it as like, even if it's not about slavery, if it's like a funny one, like a funny movie, it's like they always go way too deep. Like, why did Tiffany Haddish have to be ghetto? Like that was her character, and that's her character in every movie.
Who the fuck gave Quentin Tarantino the right to write people as saying nigger? Who gave this nigga the right?
Ooh.
Who gave this white man the right to write a
Ooh.
screenplay
the
saying
white
nigger?
people. Here's what I would say is like white people love saying like how bad they feel about slavery, but they can't wait to put it in theaters.
Can't rate the profit off it.
They
Literally.
can't.
They want to check.
Yeah. So all in all, do you guys see this trend going down sometime recently, like sometime
No.
soon?
No, but I don't see the trend going down, like as in less of those movies.
Yeah.
Instead, I see more of the other kind of movies coming up, which I agree with, or which I hope for.
Yeah. Okay.
Like you said,
Like-
the Issa Rae movies,
Different movies will come in and it should be taking up the spotlight.
right?
Yeah.
Because
And-
they're
No, go ahead.
slavery movies aren't going anywhere because white people always.
There's always
Right.
another slave story. To
There's
tell.
always love a slave
Yeah.
story.
Yeah. We shout out to the Harriet Tubman movie.
I cannot. But I will say real quick, going off of that, like how I knew there was a shift is like if you look, which y'all probably don't watch, but like Doctor Who, season 1 through 10, yeah,
I do watch Doctor Who.
Okay.
I did.
I've only seen the first
Okay.
2 seasons.
So if you look at all the other ones before, there's a female doctor.
Mhm.
It never touches on anything like slavery related as far as like black people, whatever. Cut to this female doctor, and like the first season is a Rosa Parks episode.
What?
And I literally was like, huh?
Did she go back in time to tell Rosa Parks to get
So-
a cab?
She went back in, like, and that's the thing is like, she carries like a posse of people. I don't know if you've seen it. But she has, like,
I thought you were
she-
going
two
to
seasons
say a
before.
possum.
Oh, she has like 3 companions, and one is a black guy, and one is like an Indian woman, and it's all about that. And I was just like, this is not Doctor Who.
So somebody in that boardroom,
was bored?
when trying to figure out who the new Doctor is. Eric, I don't know if you know what goes on in Doctor Who or what exactly.
Not too much. I've only seen the first 2 seasons, so I
Do
don't
you
know
know
too
how
much
Wait,
about
I
the
for-
process.
I forgot to say that we're the same person after you said you watched Doctor Who.
Shut your mouth. That the Doctor switches appearance / actors.
Yeah, I know
every
that.
couple
He
seasons.
regenerates.
Yeah.
He doesn't
That's
die.
It. Well,
He
is
regenerates.
it really a he, or is it like is the
It's-
doctor just a
until
person?
recently it was.
It's
he,
always been he up until
Okay.
season 11.
which I have not my gripes with being a female Doctor, but with my gripes of not fleshing out that possibility beforehand,
Thank you.
which is a whole thing, and people will be people about that. But anyway,
Yeah.
somebody in that boardroom said, "All right, let's be progressive and make a female or have a female Doctor."
Right.
They said, "Okay, cool. Let's take that all the way to the right and
Yeah.
also include an episode about Rosa Parks."
Well, that's the thing. Okay, so if you really break it down,
Rosa.
but if you really break it down to like the new Doctor Who, so like 2005 and current, there has been Mickey, who wasn't a companion, but
Yeah,
it
I
was
know.
a black guy.
The first
Her
one.
boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
Rose's boyfriend wasn't really a companion. Maybe went on like a couple.
He went on a few adventures.
Yeah. Then you had Martha for like a season or so, and then she left because she loved the Doctor, and the Doctor didn't love her. Like, she wanted to be with him, and
I agree. That makes sense. I agree.
I mean, same. So then you keep going, and I think after that, the next like black companion is Bill from season 9,
I figured about
with Peter Capaldi. She was there for a season only, and she was like one of the best.
Oh.
And she was a lesbian.
I know what you're talking
So
about.
you had a lesbian black companion. So that's when it started, which is fine because she was great. But now it's like we have a female Doctor, and she also has to have a black guy with her, and an Indian girl,
You're
and
doing
an
too much.
older white guy.
You're doing too much.
All three. Why do you need 3 companions?
Stuff all the
Yeah,
stuff all the shit in there.
yeah. And then let's also throw in a Rosa Parks episode.
Fuck it.
Yeah. Where like all the minorities have to hide out of the hotel when the cops come because they can't. Like,
They could have spaced that shit out.
yeah.
But it's like they just wanted to do everything while it's, and this is gonna sound weird, but hot.
Yeah.
Right
No,
now.
that makes sense.
Absolutely. So it's just like that's kind of when I could see the shift because I'm like that's not in their like normal realm of things. Like Doctor Who's like aliens, like it goes back in time, kind of like stuff like that. Like when Martha was going back in time, like they were just like, "Girl, you're a slave."
Wait a minute. You're right.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. What happened in the Rosa Parks episode then?
So
Where was the alien in that? Tell me right now.
so it was a time traveler from somewhere.
Was he black?
No, it was a white guy.
Ah, Jesus.
And he was trying to stop Rosa Parks from sitting in that seat. Yeah, from
He told her to take a cab.
from
You're telling
sitting.
me a racist got their hands on a time travel machine?
So they were like trying to switch the bus drivers. Like all he had to do was change one little detail of it, and Rosa like that never would have happened.
God,
So
that's so petty.
yes,
Jesus fucking
yes,
Christ.
that's what I'm saying. It was
Hitler.
not
Who's that? Fuck it. Nah, go stop this black woman from getting on the bus.
literally.
The fuck, nigga? What are you doing?
So then it was basically them racing against the clock and stopping him so that everything could happen in time that it needed to. And then it was like,
and then the Daleks showed up.
but then it was like, so we needed to be there this whole time. Like they were basically a part of the story.
Daleks are like machines.
They're like robots.
Yeah.
I was gonna
They'd
say,
have
yeah,
like
'cause
little,
I've
little
heard
aliens in them.
that. I just don't remember which one that
Yeah,
was. Was that the
they're
one that-
like exterminate.
Oh, exterminate! I was gonna say, like, is that the exterminate
We
one?
the
Yeah.
yeah.
I was gonna say, is that the kill
Yeah.
one? Like, damn,
Yeah.
they about to kill off Rosa Parks in the first episode.
Yeah.
Honestly, that would have been way more entertaining if they had
Yes.
him in there, bro.
But it was just
Rosa
like
Parks died for our sins.
Rosa Parks fights off Daleks.
it was crazy. Like I'm telling you, it was. I was not ready.
Spoiler alert: was
For
any
bus.
other historical figures in that episode? Who did like? Was it
Martin
just?
Luther King
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so like, did they have?
and
Our friend Martin.
You were here last week. You remember our friend Martin. You remember?
it was Martin Luther King and someone else, and they had brought the black guy with them because they're like fight with us type deal.
I think he just wanted to go on a time travel adventure.
Yeah.
He's getting dragged into a civil rights movement.
But that's the whole thing. Like it was just, I felt like it was not appropriate in the sense of like you're trying to check off all the boxes of
right.
one black guy, an Indian girl, an old white man, a female doctor, and let's go handle Rosa Parks.
Right. Get all the colors of the rainbow.
Yeah, I'm just
For this one season, most likely.
yeah. And then that's the same thing with the movies. It's like it goes off what's like trending right now. So right now it's unfortunately cops shooting
Jesus
innocent
fucking
people.
Christ.
So it just Black and Blue, the Kerry Washington movie. It's like every movie is related to that right now. So
And that's
They're-
in a way
Two distant
fucked up.
strangers. Yeah.
yeah.
It's really fucked up.
And how are they making the movie so quick? Like I feel like they're just popping them out.
I mean, I don't think it takes a very. I don't think the writing a screenplay for all these movies are very difficult.
No, have a
'Cause it's the
cop
same.
shoot a black person, then go from there. Easily. It can be easily done.
Yeah. I'm just like, where's the movies like You Got Served?
Dance movies are gone.
You remember
Dance movies are gone.
Roll Bounce, even though I didn't
I
like
love
Roll
it.
Bounce was over. Like,
Roll
it
Bounce-
might have been like how many years ago was that?
ATL was a great movie.
How many years ago? Like that's
It
we're
was
so
kind-
far from anything like those.
But it was kind of ATL was tipping the scale on whether or not it was a gangster movie or not. The main character and his friends
I would
weren't,
say so.
but it had that element in there. The little brother was an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
His big ass Kool-Aid lips.
But yeah, I just feel like if you think about all those old movies that like we grew up on in a sense, it's just like these are some hard hitting like movies that are now coming out.
Baby
Like
Boy, Biker Boys, anything with Tyrese that has boy in it.
I'm just like
Yeah, it's really
Friday after next,
Friday After
next
Next,
Friday.
There, I don't know. There used to be there used to be like extreme fun ones like Soul Plane and stuff that were like pretty bad, but like there was constantly like a sense of identity, and like the shift really just changed to either being, you know, somewhat like we're just having starring black leads and do cool stuff, or you know get shot.
For a time, or for I when I can remember it, maybe since the era of the Tyler Perry movies, after that died down a little bit, black movies really went to like not straight to DVD, but like straight to BET movies.
Yeah.
Like there were no big
like Drumline 2,
blockbuster
yeah.
movies
Yeah.
out there for black
Not
people.
Drumline
Nobody,
2.
god damn it.
Not
Is that,
Drumline
is that
2.
also featuring Kale?
Was he in that? I don't remember actually.
Oh my gosh, Good Burger.
No, yeah, like
Good Burger was
yeah,
fun.
like,
Good Burger was a black movie. It had two black protagonists, but it was not a black
It was
movie.
not a black movie.
And it was great.
It just had black people in it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all you need. Just black people in it. That's it.
Well, if you think about like, I think too sometimes like maybe for the time, it was really good, and it was really like
Good Burger.
no, like just in general, like all those Marlon Wayans movies,
Mm-hmm.
like Little Man,
White Chicks.
White
was
Chicks,
tipping.
Scary movies.
yeah,
Scary movie.
Oh yeah, A Haunted House. First of all, A Haunted House is still a good movie. I don't know if y'all seen that.
I think
Fuck.
most of
It's
the
like a
movies-
parody. Yeah,
I think
literally.
most of the movies you said
Yeah.
were good.
Huh?
I still think most of the movies you said were good.
Yeah.
Maybe not the.
But A
Entertaining,
Haunted House
but
is
not
like
like-
I've seen A Haunted House recently, and it's still funny. Cedric the Entertainer's in there, and he's just like trying to exorcise the demon.
Cedric the Entertainer was in Larry Crown apparently, and I didn't know that. Until
When
I
you said
watched it.
exercise, I thought you'd be like he was just running on a treadmill. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, he was just
you're a
like, "I
fool,
will
sir."
cut you," and then connected the dots. I wish we could show his scene in that.
Exclusively.
I
In-
want y'all to look it up.
In conclusion, more fun black movies are needed. Stop just
Yeah.
suppressing
Yes.
shit.
Yeah,
That we
Lena
get.
Waithe, I'm talking to you. We don't like you're making all these really nice looking movies, like like Queen and Slim, and executive producing them. These are all look really good.
We understand.
I'm exhausted.
We understand that some people are trying to actually like inform people who may not know certain things about our culture of certain things that happen to us. But that's a lot of times that's not the case.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That whole devil thing.
No, I'm not talking about that.
Yeah, that whole fighting the devil in Compton. That was a lot, Lena.
Is real quick, I know we're about to move on. Is Jordan Peele fully black or half black? Because I know Keegan-Michael Key is half black.
They're both half black. They actually said it on their first episode.
Okay.
I
couldn't remember.
Like yeah.
Because I feel like they kind of went in separate ways. Like Jordan Peele is definitely doing more black movies, and Keegan-Michael Key is doing like
he's starring in like
more white,
like firefighter comedy movies with John Cena.
Is he?
Yeah,
starring.
Yeah, he was like the second biggest name next to John Cena. Like there's that firefighter movie where like they like had to like handle kids for however long, and he was like the second biggest star that was not John Cena.
Well, when you say starring, I actually think you mean either
not
the main
like
character or
he's not number one, but I mean like
they know his name, so they're gonna put him at the top.
He's a star in that movie.
Yeah, definitely.
But he, I feel like he's kind of doing more like.
Well, actually,
he did like an improv movie. I know they were both on Toy Story 4 as the little.
Here's what I'll say. I mean, he was out here just like hanging out with Obama for a while.
Who?
Keegan-Michael Key. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was doing that. Like.
I'm not knocking him. I think they just took once they separated from Key and Peele, they just kind of like, which Key and Peele hilarious, loved them. They were on Mad TV. That was great. But they kind of like took a detour.
I don't think they split apart. I think we don't see them together as often. Yeah. I think they're pretty cool. It's still cool. Or like I would like to.
I would hope so.
Yeah. Oh no, I think they are because he was like Keegan-Michael Key was like cheering Jordan Peele on when he won whatever he won for Get Out. I mean, like crying for this man. Yeah. Because they've worked together since like the 90s when Mad TV was on. I just feel like Jordan Peele's doing crazy different things compared to Keegan-Michael Key. Like Jordan Peele narrated The Twilight Zone. The new reboot of that.
Keegan-Michael Key was in a movie with John Cena.
Well, good for him.
Yeah. So there's really levels to this.
Moving on.
Moving on now. Short little story. I just want to ask people briefly. Like, do you guys know the line between a nice compliment and a backhanded insult?
Something that can be taken as an insult.
That's it. Just like once it can be taken as an insult, it is an insult.
If you compliment me and there's a negative connotation to it, that's a backhanded compliment.
Even if it's on accident.
If you say, "Wow, that surprisingly looks good," like so you're saying you expected it to be bad,
right?
Oh, okay.
Short story about one of my friends on Twitter. Not gonna say their name. Hey, buddy. They told me how somebody that they went to high school with hit them up later on Facebook. Telling them how how far they came, and the message was exactly came a long way, beautiful. Hope all is well. And she captioned it saying like, "What does he mean? Come a long way."
Does he? So did she post something and he like? Was he replying to a picture?
Yeah. Was it like a swipe up?
It does not seem that way.
Okay. It was a message.
Yeah, it was definitely a message on Facebook. Okay. I don't know how Facebook
works. Did she make some kind of big career choice at some point?
As far as I know, not exactly. It wasn't like a big pivot from like last week to this week. So I can't. Well, I don't know. I'd have to ask her that part.
So what he's saying is,
I was asking. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, I wouldn't fuck with you
in high school.
Yeah, wouldn't even touch you with a 10-foot pole. But hey, you really come with that pole, haven't you?
You've come a long way.
So, coming from a woman, that's definitely like a backhanded compliment because you basically were saying like you wanted nothing to do with me in high school or middle school, whether it's like the stigma of it or you didn't want to be like seen or we didn't talk to now it's just like now that we don't have high school, middle school like images to uphold, now you want something to do with me. That's how I take it.
Right. He's basically just saying, hey, I see you as a sex object in this case.
Yeah.
Because he's not even looking at her personality or anything like that. I sound like a little bitch right now.
I've had.
Let's say she post. Let's say I don't know what she did. Let's say she posted like a picture of hers of her like graduating, and somebody said, "Wow, you came a long way from the graduation."
That's graduation.
Yeah, that's so different.
Okay.
If I'm posting a selfie and you say that,
I was looking like where's it like where's the context? Like where's the need to be for that to be okay?
And
if you post an event like a life-changing event.
Yeah.
And somebody posted that. Yeah.
Came
okay,
a long
cool.
way.
Yeah, just like the whole thing, like losing weight thing, like you said.
Came a long way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they did lose weight. You're not disrespecting
and they were
them.
they were working hard to lose that weight.
Let's say they post a picture, and it's not necessarily just about them losing weight. They post a picture that, a new picture after they go like 8 months without posting a picture, and they look a little different. Somebody says, "Wow, loving the new you." Is that?
Or did they actually lose weight though? That's the thing.
Does it? Okay, so let's say they did.
That's a dangerous game they playing.
I was gonna say so where is like if you were on the receiving end of that, let's say Tavares, you haven't posted a picture in a long time. You post a picture, and somebody comments like, "Wow, you've came a long way."
Fuck them, bro. Honestly, let me stop playing. Me, I wouldn't see that shit anyway. I don't be on Instagram.
That's true.
But in the context of what you're saying, I'd probably feel a little bit hurt. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
What do you mean, bro? I didn't do anything different. What the fuck are you talking about?
Exactly. If you actively didn't change anything and they're like, you came a long way, I'd be like, what do you mean by that?
Am I so stressed out that I lost weight without noticing it?
Yeah.
What is happening here?
Is it okay to how's a good way to acknowledge somebody lost weight?
I've had people literally tell me like, you look like you're losing weight, and I'm like, really? Because I'm doing the same exact thing I was doing before.
I have people tell me.
I feel like I look exactly the same.
I want to say like once every 2 months or so, one of my friends comes and tells me like, "Wow, Eric, you're getting thick," and I take it.
That's because you're working out though.
No, I haven't worked out in like 3 weeks.
They don't know that. That's because you've been
yeah.
posting Instagram videos of you working out.
No, like once or two.
You've posted a few.
Yeah, but I'm saying like even before I started working out, now I've had people tell me just like, Eric, I don't remember you being this big.
You also wear very fitted clothing.
You also wear very fitted clothing, yes.
Yes, but
that's different.
I was gonna say so
because they're not.
Is acknowledging somebody's getting bigger like where like
I don't think I get no implication of insult from that whatsoever. I feel like it's all about muscle gain.
Absolutely.
When they're talking about that.
Oh no, I've gotten fat. I've seen my neck.
That's also has to do with muscle, don't it?
So it can.
So
You can get a fatter neck, but without it being muscle.
I'm not gonna say instructor ego nigga.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like like in other scenarios where people like say stuff like you've done this like blah 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 where you've come from, like something along the lines of like somebody saying you look good for your age or stuff like that. Like how?
So my general rule is, do not say anything about somebody's weight unless they say it beforehand.
Mm.
Do not say anything about anybody's age. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever?
Because that's a fucking minefield. You don't walk into that.
Would you ever say something about like hey look at how far we've come? Would you say something like look at where you came from if it was just like a selfie? Let's say they just post a selfie.
Is she in a nice house? Like
if it's a selfie, don't even comment it.
Probably yeah. That's
because
probably the safer bet.
What you're looking at my face? What has changed that much?
Are you in a fucking bathroom with a big ass gorgeous mirror and it looks like you're in a fucking mansion? What is happening there? That makes no sense.
Because I feel like there's a lot of, because then it kind of gets into like that whole fishing for compliments thing. Right. So because I've had this done, like I'll go in and I'll just be like, my hair looks horrible, and I'll like redo it. And I'll just be like, does my hair look okay like this? And they're like, yeah, it looks a lot better. And I'm like, so you didn't want to tell me my hair looked bad 6 hours ago before my shift started? Well, I didn't want to do that. Whatever. You should have said something. So I feel like it's very situational. Because in that specific case, I've had dudes like slide up on me from high school that have said similar things. And I'm just like, you just didn't like... Thick was not a thing when we were in middle school and high school. Like, you were fat. So now that's in.
That's pretty true.
Yeah, but now that's in, it's like dudes want to swipe up and be like, oh my gosh, do you remember me? Like, I want to do this. And it's like, no, because you were the ones like trying to clown girls because they weren't like a size 0. So I feel like that definitely was like I didn't like you in middle school or high school, and now I'm trying to slide.
Side note, haven't got these in a while.
Nice. First one of the episode.
Eric,
mm-hmm.
This is a message straight to guys out there.
Mm-hmm.
Do not go and contact people that you knew in school and you haven't talked to in years, just to try to fuck. It is really just fishing at the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody that saw me in high school, I don't
not for the quality, but because it's pretty much desperate.
It brings up too many questions because it's like, why we haven't talked in high school, so clearly I know this is just one thing. It's not like a let's catch up.
And this isn't just me like, oh, well, don't do this thing. I'm saying this out of experience. You don't feel good.
You tried to?
You don't feel good afterwards.
I would have too many questions. I feel like as a woman, I would be grilling you so hard. If you tried to have a conversation after we didn't talk for years, I'd be like, why are you talking to me now? Why didn't you talk to me before? What do you want?
So that's one of the things that could happen, yes.
If he says, I'm shy, is that an acceptable answer?
No.
If he says, like, you was with your friends, like, what like, he goes out and he says, like, chill, man.
So I waited like 15 years to
chill,
get back
man,
to you. What's going on?
But I've had people still be in contact, like, regardless. And I feel like that, like, you're just fishing for something. I had someone that I hadn't seen since middle school match with me on Tinder. And we had a conversation, whatever. Like, the whole basic thing of, I've always wanted to talk to you, blah, 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 blah. And it was literally just, like, to see nudes. And
you ain't got to lie like that. Like, oh, well, I like the way you're looking now. What's going on?
Yeah.
It's on Tinder, so.
There was one guy, he was just like, I know you from this place. And I was like, there's absolutely no way. I've never seen you before in my life, and I don't know who you are. He's like, I wouldn't forget a pretty face. And I'm like, then you should have said something then, like when we were in high school. Because I look the same, and he said I look the same.
If you look the same as you were in high school, I think there's something wrong.
I look the same. I'll show you.
No,
that means you ain't age at all in your face.
No.
We're not talking about anything. We're talking about your face.
I think she's right. Trust me. Her face has not changed in the last, like, 8 years.
You think so? Have you seen pictures that old?
I feel like I think you showed me, like, a picture of, like, maybe your yearbook or something.
A yearbook?
I think so. But as far as I know, you have a relatively young face. That's probably gonna stick with you for like a while.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Well, I mean,
I'm speaking of experience here. No, it's not. I'm just trying to hit on.
Do you feel like you've looked different than where you were in high school, Tavares?
Very, very minuscule amount.
You think you look the same?
That's mostly because I purposely grow out my shitty facial hair just to add that on.
Well, you shaved
just to add some flavor.
I shave it because when I shave it grows back faster and it's helping me, but it doesn't help enough. So I'll just keep it out.
Right.
And that's why you'll see me over here with just some shitty ass facial hair and you won't say anything. I'm like, hey, cool, keep it to yourself.
That's so disrespectful.
I know it looks bad. I don't care. I want my facial hair.
Listen, we've all been there. Like, I remember when I was in that phase too. I had to do that same thing, when I turned 15. So I know where you've been.
What phase?
When I first started growing facial hair.
Oh.
I had a full goatee when I was like 16.
You just being an asshole.
If not younger, honestly. It was my sophomore year of high school. That's for sure. I had a goatee. Tavares, don't worry, man. Just drink your milk. Do your stretches. Eat your veggies. You'll get there. Yeah, I mean, like but at what cost? I'm
getting my dreads back. I'm tired of this shit.
Like if you told me I could be like an inch shorter, an inch taller, but I had to give it all my facial hair, I'll stick to being this height.
I'm definitely getting my dreads back now.
Yeah, like having facial hair is definitely worth like just being this height. Like
especially you have a baby face like me.
Yeah.
Period.
Like I'm not gonna. I can't go back to having no facial hair. I'm gonna look like a fatter milk dud.
I'm gonna show you this picture. Do not judge me.
Okay, she's currently gonna show us a picture of you in high school.
This was 8th grade.
Great. Tavares, be ready to put this on the YouTube screen.
That's up to her. You're being very silent right now. Eric's looking at the picture right now.
I just want peep the
He's
sheets.
analyzing it.
Peep the rock star sheets.
There's a rock band.
There's a rock band set up. My hair is pushed in front of my face.
I feel like if I had to describe Paramore fans,
oh goddamn,
with a headband that does nothing. The
headband's just really there. Like it's like a bald person wearing a skull cap. Like it's.
You look like you're not even mixed in this picture. Honestly,
what race? I don't know.
White? Are you saying
not white? Still not white.
Asian?
Though. No, the eyes are too small.
Okay, let me show you one with glasses.
It's because of the hair that makes you look like that.
because
the
it's
hair
straight.
just sends you right over to the
You
white
haven't
side.
seen my hair straight. He hasn't seen my hair straight.
No, it's
though.
not even about it being straight.
Oh.
It's about the style you have.
Oh.
Look at this
That's
shit.
pretty true.
It was a phase.
What was that?
I'll send it to you so you can
Phase
go
out.
see it.
What was that? Like
That was
2008, 2009?
2011.
You know what? 2011 was a while ago. To be fair, what was that? Was that ninth grade? Eighth
I
grade?
was in 2011 I was
Freshman year of high school.
14.
Eighth grade.
Yeah.
Something
But
along
this
those
is
lines.
like this is high school.
And the story, guys. Don't ever mention somebody and tell them like, "Yay, man, look at the journey you've been on." Like, you look like don't ever comment on somebody a girl's picture. You're so
Be
brave.
careful out here.
You're so brave.
Yeah, I'm so like look at you embracing yourself. Like, don't ever do that. It's the quickest way to get
So
popped.
proud of you.
I cannot. But I mean I look the same.
So next topic we have, fast food Hall of Fame.
Oh, getting
Oh
this
yes.
Yeah. Fast food Hall
Everybody
of Fame.
stretch. Get ready.
Everybody get your arms
for the
ready
next
for this.
for the next topic.
God, I feel old. My bones are just cracking.
Oh my god.
You do a pinwheel. The fast food Hall of Fame, but we're gonna break this down by items. I've thought long and hard about this. I remember having a dream where I remember going back to Burger King. I had a dream. This is one of the few times I remember dreams. This happened like a while ago. And I remember getting like the star chicken nuggets. I remember they had lightning bolts too, but in this dream I definitely had the star ones. And I remember getting like a little fake like car toy, and I don't remember anything else after the dream. I remember that only being the thing in the dream. I remember thinking like, wow, I can't believe that was there, and that they took those star nuggets away, because first on my list of Hall of Fame items from fast food are the old Burger King nuggets.
Slap.
So not just the nuggets. Period. They had to be shaped.
It was the old. They
It's the old ones. The
they
new ones
changed
are not
them.
the same.
They changed them. Those. Here's what I'll say. If those are probably the top two. Top two. I can't think of number one, but like it had to be top two best nuggets from fast food you could ever gotten, at least around here.
Really,
Huh?
really
Oh
walking
yeah,
fine line.
those.
aren't you?
Oh yeah, those nuggets
No.
are amazing. Yeah. Oh yeah.
They were good. They were
Oh, yeah.
good, but I don't think amazing.
So they had the skin was good. The meat didn't taste too fake. It was it was definitely better than Tyson chicken.
They were like kind of
So-
soft though, not crispy.
You know what I mean?
Maybe we are thinking about the same nuggets.
Went well with the sauce.
I haven't had Burger King nuggets in a while, so if they changed them, we're probably thinking the same ones.
Has to be.
Because those are like the nice white meat chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not too dry.
They had weird shapes on it, just so you could tell I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all that. That's got to be my first pick for the Eric's Fast Food Hall of Fame item list. Rounding up next, I'm gonna go with another classic one. The old KFC wedges.
Period. Love them. 10 out of 10.
And I
You know
can't
me, I
believe
don't-
they fucked it up by
I
getting rid of
know.
wedges just to have stupid ass fries.
I don't eat KFC anymore because of that. Because I went for the wedges.
I think it's the only reason a lot of people went, man. It was the best. Honestly,
Yeah,
I think it was flat out the best thing on their menu.
absolutely.
I don't like wedges like that, bro.
Don't cause a wedge between us.
Bitch. God, I hate you. The thing about wedges is it's super easy for them to be dry as shit.
I think it's easy for them to be not cooked all the way.
There's too much potato there
Yeah, that's why
to keep moisturized.
you have to get the right consistency.
Right.
When they're fresh and they're like crispy on the outside and soft on the inside, it's like chef's kiss.
Bojangles walks that fine line every day.
Next on my list, we have the Subway cookies.
Justin would agree with you. there.
Amazing.
I
Once again,
think
dropping Justin's
I
name.
can't think of a better dessert item from any fast
They're
food place.
so soft. It's so good.
I don't
Wait
know
a
what
minute. You don't like the McDonald's pie?
the apple pie.
Apple pie?
Ew.
Subway cookies are better.
Definitely.
It's not like those. I don't think those are very far behind. I don't know if I put those on the Hall of Fame trajectory, but those aren't very far behind.
Well-
Got to give Subway cookie their love though. I don't know about the rest of the menu. The rest of
I'll
the menu
say
is
this.
mediocre.
When I get a McDonald's apple pie, it's usually hot. Usually.
I worked at McDonald's.
That's true.
and
Sometimes it's not.
Sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
But usually it is for me.
I worked at McDonald's, and sometimes you forget to cut the warmer on, and
You just forget.
sometimes
This
they
is a bad
sit.
employee.
Sometimes they sit for a little longer than
It's
they
bad at your
should.
job.
I wasn't in charge of the pies. Thank you.
What do you? Okay, so
I made the
So
drinks.
sometimes somebody else did.
But you're
Yeah.
solid.
Not
You didn't
you.
fix it.
That's like me.
Sometimes you don't know, and they take like, I think they take like 20 minutes. It's at least 12 minutes, I think, to cook, and it's all it is just like putting them in the oven.
This sounds like me describing like all the problems that would happen at like Bojangles when I was working there. Like I would be complaining like, "Damn, bro, I like oh look at all this chicken over here. Look at the roaches in the back." And I'd be like, "Man, I'm just here doing the biscuits, man. Y'all love those biscuits? Those came a little flat. My bad, man. That's not even on me, bro.
We said we weren't going to talk about the Bojangles roaches.
Huh? What roaches?
Which
Yeah.
Bojangles?
Next on the list. The Chick-fil-A sandwich, spicy or regular, either one. Regular
Okay.
Chick-fil-A sandwich.
With pickles or without pickles?
You gotta get the pickles.
Okay.
Y'all gotta get the pickles,
The
man.
pickles actually adds the moisture.
Yeah, man. Listen. So you take it out. You take it out the wrap. The bread's a little moisture. The bread's got a little twang on it.
Yeah.
The pickles making the chicken a little soft too. Everything comes together real well. Spicy or regular, you can't go wrong with either. Hall of Fame. I think that's the best singular entree. Might have been the best singular entree the game has seen in a while. They got to give that its props. My last item for the Hall of Fame. It's a new one, but it's a great one. The Wendy's 4 for $4.
Anything with Wendy's.
I was thinking it was either this or I had to fight between, the original McDonald's Happy Meal. But I'm really looking at the Happy Meal as like, it's not really the food. It's not really the value. It's really just about the toy. The Happy Meal is only as good as the toy. And like the 4 for $4, I think value, the food combo, how iconic it is, that's got to be a Hall of Fame staple. It's got to be. And that's
well
around.
said Arby's. You sick fuck.
What?
I don't fuck with Wendy's all like that, bro.
You think Wendy's is on the same level as Arby's?
Wendy's
getting there.
is declining for sure.
But
It's
you-
not the same.
But yours Arby's, bro. You know how bad
I said
Arby's
it's
got to be.
getting there. Yes.
It would take such a steep decline for it to
Remember
go.
when Wendy's had those square ass patties?
Yeah, I do remember that.
They
I
don't
know.
have those anymore.
They don't have those.
I actually
anymore.
don't know. I don't eat burgers.
I don't order burgers. So.
They changed them because people were giving them flack that they're not real. Obviously, they're not real, but they didn't look real.
Of course,
either.
cows aren't square, so why would the burger be square?
They didn't look real because like who's gonna sit there and shape them into a square? You shape the patties into a.
You should see the audience. He was visually motioning a square when
That's
he was talking about the burger. He was moving.
Remember I said earlier how I talk with my hands. There it is.
Literally.
Yeah, when you shape a patty, it just automatically goes into a round shape. But nobody sits there and shapes a fucking patty into a square.
Yeah.
So it didn't look real, and then people was like, "Yeah, this definitely isn't real." So people didn't really want it. I like that.
Well, can we get to ours now then? Since you did your
go
Hall of
up.
Go
Fame?
ahead, guys. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go off, sis.
Bojangles Chicken Supremes.
I can
Slap.
take that one.
It's a staple.
I don't know if it's the best item on Bojangles because I think the Cajun filet biscuit might be the best thing.
No. And you can make that same thing because if you get a combo, you get a biscuit and 4 Supremes and fries. So you could just put the chicken strip in the biscuit. It's the same thing.
But like I think the Cajun filet is just about like the Supreme versus the Cajun filet. It's like it's right on tier with each other.
No,
Okay,
I don't
it's your
agree.
list, not mine. I'm sorry.
I don't agree. Okay.
Just tell me I'm wrong. Go ahead.
Yeah, you are wrong. Wendy's strawberry lemonade.
Oh, specifically just a strawberry lemonade?
Just strawberry lemonade.
I don't know if I'm wrong with it like that. It's
Slaps.
cool.
Slaps.
All right, hold up. So I don't fuck with Wendy's like that, but I'm always for some strawberry lemonade talk.
I love strawberry
Yeah,
lemonade,
I
but
love
like
strawberry lemonade.
it's-
And they have tropical berry, peach, strawberry, and regular.
They fucking with those big Coke machines nowadays, the high tech ones.
Yeah, but
They
this one is
absolutely-
like homemade, I think. Well, it's like syrup and then homemade lemonade. Or
God,
like
some lemonade.
handmade lemonade.
I can always do some like nice fruity lemonade or just fruit punch.
Period. I used to not eat Chick-fil-A as like a kid. I didn't like it, but
Cause of God.
just because it was nasty. I feel like as a kid, people don't like Chick-fil-A that like that. You go. I'm thinking.
I didn't like Chick-fil-A because of the fucking cow. It came to my school one time. It was like, what the fuck are you doing here? This is weird.
Do y'all remember when KFC had those kids meals that were in like little laptops?
Yes. Oh, that was
and
crazy.
you got like
shit was
baked
crazy.
Cheetos
Yeah.
and like a little bit of popcorn
Yeah.
chicken.
Or you got the chicken strips that were just really real long, and you was really just eating the skin. It was really fucking thick ass skin that you was eating. But the laptop was amazing.
The
bro.
laptop, and it would have like
that laptop slapped.
baked Cheetos.
Before I move on to mine, I want you, Samara, to tell the people, our listeners, what kind of disgusting shit you told me earlier.
So, when I was a kid, I was very picky. I'm still pretty picky. But when I was a kid, I was so picky that I wouldn't eat chicken nuggets with the skin on it. So, if we went to McDonald's, then someone would have to peel the skin off of the nugget, and I would just eat like the white meat piece.
It's specifically the McDonald's
It's
one that gets me.
yeah, because they, like, my parents and even my aunt and everyone else, they said like if we would go somewhere else and get nuggets, like I would still request for the skin to be removed, but like for Wendy's, like their nuggets were so soft, it's just like you're just picking away as much as you can. But for McDonald's, it's like it has that like kind of air pocket almost, so it was easier, and then I would just eat the white part. It's really disgusting, and I'm very embarrassed about it.
It's hilarious how your kid self didn't realize that most of, if not all, the seasoning was on the skin.
It was on the skin.
Literally.
The best part of McDonald's nuggets, I think we can all say, is the skin. It's
The
not
best
the
part of
actual-
a lot of chicken is the
Yeah,
skin.
all the flavor.
but especially McDonald's chicken nuggets.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I also
You pick it off, you just get meat. Just meat.
It was disgusting. And
She's
when
out
I
here
look
schmeating
at
it.
it, I'm disgusted. When they told me that, I'm just like, y'all let me do that.
Y'all wasn't gonna stop me?
Literally, because I feel like that was so tedious too.
Do you know what you didn't like about it?
I don't know. I feel like I have a texture problem now, but even then, it's like I don't think it was texture. I think it was just like I didn't like the way that it looked.
I don't like slimy meat. And I meant how I said it. I don't like slimy meat. I
Like
eat
Spam?
pork belly.
Oh, okay.
Give me bacon. Don't give me no pork belly. Because it's not. It's like you put it in my ramen. I tried it when I went out to, what is it, that ramen place uptown. Put the pork belly in there, ruined my whole meal.
Oh.
I scarfed it down, but it's like, yo, this could have been way better if I didn't have this pork belly in there. I
Yeah.
don't waste food. I'm a real man.
Well, do you feel like chicken fries should go in the Hall of Fame?
Chicken fries are in my Hall of fame.
I feel like the chicken fries slap.
This is going into my list.
Okay,
And
go ahead.
This is in no specific order.
Okay.
Because, fuck it. I'll just lay them off what's on my list. It's chicken fries,
Period.
McDonald's nuggets
Period.
with
That's
the honey mustard.
I agree. I
Their
told
honey
him.
mustard is not that good.
I
Y'all
told
are tripping.
him the nuggets should go in the Hall of Fame. He's like, really, nuggets?
Yeah, because he's elitist. Whatever.
Y'all are saying I love honey mustard. Their honey mustard is one of the.
We're talking about nuggets.
But their honey mustard is one of the. He's saying with the honey mustard specifically.
With the honey mustard.
Their honey mustard is bottom tier honey
They have
mustard.
this new sauce. It's like kind of red.
Sweet chili,
It might be sweet chili. That's pretty good too.
or I think it's like some.
But
You are
if
just
you want to
eating
be,
the skin,
if you
bro.
want to be real picky, just the nuggets themselves. But I don't care.
Yeah. Next.
It can be with any sauce.
Thank you.
Bojangles chicken fingers, chicken tenders, pretty good.
Supremes or home style?
Home style. With their honey mustard though.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Not the home style, bro. Okay, sorry.
Go
ahead.
I want my chicken.
You don't want spicy?
No, see the spicy comes in when I get to my other item, which
Okay.
is the Chick-fil-A spicy chicken sandwich.
Oh, okay.
With you got the works on there, you got the pickles with the bun, the whole thing that Eric talked about. It has to be spicy because it adds that kick to it.
It's so much kick.
It depends.
Their
It depends on
spicy
which
chicken
one.
strips are so spicy.
But not the chicken sandwich because it gets I want to say diluted, but brought down by everything
from
else.
everything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like by the bun and everything like that.
Yeah.
Then shit, what's my last one? Damn it, I had it too.
Sorry.
Was it a milkshake?
No.
Was
I
it
said I had milkshakes, but milkshakes are never gonna make it on my list.
You don't like it enough?
No, just like my ice cream's never gonna make it on my list.
What about Chick-fil-A's ice cream?
No.
It's so good.
If I
Yeah, but
ever
it's
had to
not-
pick an
not
ice
good
cream,
enough.
if I ever had to pick an ice cream, mind you, I have sensitive teeth, so I cannot enjoy it like normal people do. But
That's
if I
right,
ever
you're
had to pick
abnormal.
one, because I have sensitive teeth, I can eat the Sonic. What are they? They're not Frosties,
Slushies.
not slushies, but they're ice cream basically.
The Blast. Sonic Blast.
And they had the cream on top.
Gotta go fast.
That shit is probably the only ice cream that I'll actually go out and just buy just to fuck with it.
I don't like Sonic ice cream.
A lot of people say that. I hate all of you.
Sonic slushies.
A lot of people say that. Stay away from me.
Sonic slushies, I feel like could be a Hall of Fame. That green apple slushie.
Not gonna.
No, if I want anything, if you're talking about drinks, we'll get back to mine in a second. But if we're talking about drinks, we're gonna go with the Baja Blast.
I knew it.
Y'all are
I knew
annoying.
it. I was thinking I can't lie. I don't like Mountain Dew, but like
that Baja Blast is not even Mountain Dew. That's something else.
That's different, bro.
They really
That's
got
something-
a pocket with that
Isn't
one.
it Mountain Dew and Powerade?
Yeah, but it's different. Yeah, but it's different.
And a little bit of Sprite.
It's different, bro.
super refreshing.
Tripping, bro. It's something different. Like I hate Mountain Dew with a passion. That's just something else. That's something else.
If it is Mountain Dew and Powerade, that Powerade brought that acidity from
It's
the
a
Mountain
blast,
Dew down
bro.
and made it actually drinkable.
It's a blast.
That shit's a blast.
Ignoring that.
It's a-
And honestly, I don't like hard tacos.
Okay.
I do not enjoy hard tacos.
Okay.
Why would you make me eat a chip in its whole entire form? Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? So instead, Taco Bell has those soft, not the soft tacos, but God, I don't even know what it's called. Crunch. It's not a Crunch Wrap Supreme. Fuck.
Is it the gordita?
Chalupa?
It might be what she said.
The
It's in a
Gordita
shape
Crunch.
of a taco,
Yeah.
but it's both soft and it has like cheese packed in the inside.
I know what he's talking about.
You've seen it, but it's
is it
newer.
is it around the new? Is it like shaped around the hard taco?
Is it the one that has like two tortillas and one? It's like
One's hard,
in
one's
between. In between the tortillas is cheese.
Probably, but I don't think it's that thick.
So like there was like a newer chalupa for a limited time where like there was cheese inside the chalupa wrap.
That was good.
Not
that
what
might be
you're
what I'm
thinking
talking
of.
about.
Are you sure?
I'm not certain. I don't know the name of it, so I
Eric
can't
Eric
give you.
is like, you need to be 100% sure.
I cannot give you a definite answer on this one. So
Come on,
instead,
bro.
I'll change my answer
What
to
kind of-
a quesadilla.
Cookout quesadilla or Taco Bell quesadilla?
Honestly, any quesadilla, but since we're talking about fast food, Taco Bell quesadilla.
Chicken quesadilla.
Chicken.
Gotta go with chicken.
Gotta go with chicken. Shortish.
Let's go round out your Hall of Fame.
Honestly, yeah. Anything.
Oh, well, I feel
Because
like
a
mine
lot
was
of
so
shit comes
short.
from McDonald's, bro.
There was less crazy shit than I was expecting y'all to hear, but y'all's putting those McDonald's items on like to me is crazy.
That's why I didn't add it more in, because my shit would have been like the double quarter pounder with cheese.
Oh no way!
Double quarter
No
pounder with
way!
cheese.
If you had said the apple pie, I would have been like, yeah, I can see that.
Apple pie, sure. I already said the apple pie,
Yeah,
kind of.
but
I didn't
like-
put it on my list, but I already brought it up.
If you had said the fucking the ice cream machine when it worked is a Hall of Fame thing.
Nah, because I never went there to get the ice cream, bro. It was always broken.
You knew
or
better, yeah,
I
because you
had
knew
to.
better.
That's so shocking to me because when I worked at McDonald's, which was almost 2 years, our ice cream machine was like never broken.
Which one did you work at?
It was never broken at any
It
other
was never-
McDonald's either.
It was never broken because we never told them. we never.
we always said it was broken, but it was never actually broken. You're
But
right.
it wasn't even that hard
to repair.
to make an ice cream
I've
cone
heard-
or a sundae or a McFlurry.
All I've heard was that like the maintenance on like those machines are just hard to keep up.
Oh, they're disgusting.
Yeah.
Once I started working there, I was like, I will never eat ice cream from here again.
Big Mac's never gonna make it.
They
on my
don't
list.
clean it good
that's
enough.
a sad thing. Sorry, I thought you were done.
Yeah, I'm done now.
Big Mac's never gonna make it on my list.
Ew.
Don't add 3 buns. You just piss me off.
And all that lettuce.
All that fucking lettuce and I'm eating a salad. I'm eating a salad. The bread is the croutons.
Croutons.
The bread is the croutons, and you got all that fucking lettuce on there. I'm eating a fucking salad, bro. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
I've made a Big Mac and I grab handfuls
multiple
of lettuce.
just multiple handfuls. You trying to fucking suffocate me with lettuce?
Y'all out here eating fucking Big Macs.
I don't eat Big
No,
Macs.
I'll
I've
get it.
just
I'll-
made them.
I'll get a double quarter
Yeah,
pounder with
tripping,
cheese
bro.
over Big Mac any day.
I'm finna eat a chum bucket patty over a fucking Big Mac any
You
day,
also
bro.
hate McDonald's.
You know what's great? And I just thought about this. I don't know if it's gonna go on my list though. But how many times have you ate at Hardee's? So
Not
that's
too-
Carl's Jr.
Their
not,
chicken
not too
strips.
many.
They have. So I'm kind of torn on this. They have this mushroom Swiss burger.
My dad loves that burger.
The thing about that burger is it's fucking great, but it smells bad.
So it's like mushrooms, like it smells like
No, it always smells like, and nobody actually did because it always smells like this no matter which one you go to. But it smells like somebody's sweating to it.
Ew. Ew.
Hey, hold up. That's that extra love in there, bro.
The thing is, it's so good, it makes you just blow past all
I
that.
just feel like Hardee's is expensive for no reason.
Hardee's fries are good.
I like their chicken strips are like hand breaded.
All their stuff is real good.
And they give you a good amount.
All their stuff is like
Yeah.
6, 7 out of 10.
Their burgers are
But they
huge.
are priced like it's 8, 9 out of 10 for fast food.
Yeah.
So
And then we're not even talking about Five Guys. You got Five Guys money.
Yeah.
You got Five Guys jobs worth of money.
Five Guys is crazy.
if you got Five Guys money, you Jeff Bezos. If you got Five Guys money, I need you to hit me up,
You
bro.
got Five Guys money.
Pay my
you
taxes.
retired. And you living in the fucking hills.
Welcome to that was our fast food Hall of Fame talk. Maybe we'll come down, try some new places later on down the road, and we'll come back to you guys with a new updated list. But
Yeah, we
That's
need
what-
to do our like worst
worst
ranked
items Yeah,
that
don't-
we've actually tried.
Yeah, Burger King will be back at the top. So we'll work that for next time. We're gonna close out with one final question. You guys wants to take this question here?
I don't know what the question is.
Oh, come on. Yeah, what kind of preparation are we doing here, guys?
Oh, the sus one.
Yes.
Oh, that was actually my question.
Yeah,
So
what?
go ahead, take it away.
Is it gay for a man to do certain things?
And what are those things?
Let's say, is it gay for a man to eat a hot dog?
No,
Is it gay for a man to eat a corn dog?
absolutely not.
What about
no.
a popsicle?
What about a popsicle?
Absolutely not. No.
He's sucking on a cold phallic object.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
A
Let me get that.
popsicle makes me uncomfortable. A hot dog, a
What?
corn dog, that's fine. I just imagine just like deep throating a popsicle.
Could you? So like, if like,
Why is
you-
it where your mind goes instantly?
I don't know.
is that what you think when you see yourself eat a popsicle?
Sometimes, and then I have to reevaluate.
So what's
You
the,
have to pull yourself out of there. Just
Yeah,
because
because I'm like, this looks a certain way.
so what's the difference between a hot dog / glizzy with and a popsicle to you?
Because I
Well,
feel
that's
like a
thick.
hot dog, you're like, you just kind of bite and eat whatever, even if you do like shove it in your mouth.
So that's why I said corn dog for.
But a
It's also-
popsicle, you're like sucking on it, like you're not biting it.
I'm trying to
You
suck my
gotta
corn
bite it
dog.
eventually.
Yeah, but you're like,
You're working your
You
way
ain't-
into it.
yeah, you're like
I
sucking
I
it.
wish you guys could visually saw like what she was gonna do. She was
You're like,
she was like 2 seconds away from visually representing.
you're like
Got it real close, didn't you?
sucking on it for a while. You're like licking it.
You don't suck on your corn dogs?
So you would never. Okay, go ahead. You would never take your man out to go get a popsicle.
Yeah.
Is it gay for your
But
man
I
to
feel
get fed
like-
meat?
But I feel like men think that it is gay, which is why they try to bite it and then they hurt their teeth.
How hard are you biting a fucking?
No, because it's
cold as hell.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought we said corn dog. Sorry.
No, not corn
I
dog.
thought he bit into the corn
How
dog.
hard are you
eating-
biting
he's
it?
And
the
then hit
frozen-
The fucking.
He's eating the frozen corn
stick.
dogs. The fucking, that
Yeah, the
fucking
stick.
blue bot.
Is it gay to have your man go to a restaurant, hypothetically,
Hypothetically, what if we go to a restaurant? Go ahead.
and have this man in a white T-shirt and glasses in a dark, dimly lit room, slowly drip some meat
What about-
into your man's mouth,
Is it gay
and he sticks out his tongue?
to get meated?
We already had that conversation, and I feel like
It-
it's not gay, but would I judge him for it? Absolutely.
yeah, that's weirdo behavior.
Yeah,
even,
I'd be like,
even if it's not, even if it's not gay.
it
but-
doesn't, and that's the thing. I don't think it is gay. It's just weird for anyone. I feel like
Yeah.
it's weird for anyone.
Eric, is it gay to slap another man's ass?
No, absolutely not. No, good game.
There it is. You heard it here
Ab-
first. folks.
absolutely not. So that's also here's what I'll say. The whole I don't know. I can't imagine where this came from or where lineage is, but like sports where like you just tap your dude's ass and like tell him like,
Tap?
hey, like or slap.
a
Nigga,
full-
you full on
it's a
slap,
full
open
smack.
palm, just.
Sorry, I've never been in a,
in some tight football pants too. It's weird, bro. I don't.
I've
understand
never
that.
been a part of a football locker room. I don't know. But
Yes.
that I can't imagine where that came from, but like that's been widely accepted and like is not challenged for being gay.
Mm-hmm.
That maybe that's just where the environment is because like who's gonna sit out here and call a basketball like a team full of football players gay?
Right.
Ain't nobody gonna live to see past that drive
Is it gay to tackle men in tight pants on the football field
on the football field.
and lay on top of them for a while?
No, I'm securing position.
There it is. You're in some kind of position.
Fellas, is it gay to watch porn and want the man to do what?
It's not So it's one of the men to do well and have him shut his fucking mouth.
We've had a long discussion about this off the air.
Don't
Shut his fucking mouth.
So
Come on, bro. Have
there's
fun, bro.
sometimes
Do it
when
for me.
The man is just like in the fucking mic, bro. Like that nigga's all in that mic. That nigga's swallowing that mic with his moans. It's crazy. He needs to shut the fuck up. I'm not trying to hear all that. If I hear, like, and you don't even it's drowning out any other sound in that room. Nah.
Tavares, how I know it's good? If he, how I know it's worth my time if it's not worth his time.
I'm not trying. Listen, I'm there to see her pleasure, not that nigga's. I don't give a fuck about that nigga's pleasure. It could be good for one person, not the other.
But is that what I really want to imagine? You feel me?
I'm trying to imagine her getting dick down, not the other way around, bro.
Right. So you ain't gotta imagine. You can just watch it. You know what I mean? Your eyes are wide open.
Obviously not, because this nigga's all in the mic. Damn it. That's my point.
So, okay. So would you say you care about, not just the voice, but like how well he's actually doing it? Are you analyzing?
Yes, because how well he's actually doing.
His ethics, his skill,
If you go
are you admitting to paying attention to how his penis is moving?
No, it's not about how his penis is moving. It's about how she's taking it. How it's pleasing her. Listen, if
Your Honor, #1-800 this nigga lying.
What do you mean?
This nigga's absolutely looking at dick.
Don't try to fucking project
I would know
yourself
because
on
I
me.
am. Huh?
Yeah, I know you are. You sick fuck. Listen, I'm not trying to watch men fucking just go in and out of a pussy. I'm trying to watch the pussy have a dick in it. There's a difference.
Say that one more time.
You heard me.
Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
It's already recorded, bro. I don't need to say
Go
anything.
ahead. So you're saying you need what you're trying to watch. You're trying to watch a dick go in a pussy, right?
No, see, you fucked me up. You fucked up. I said I'm not trying to see a dick go into a pussy. I'm trying to see a pussy take a dick. There's a difference. One comes first. let me break it down for you. One comes first, meaning that your attention is on that dick going into the pussy. I mean, in the other way around, which I prefer, is your attention is on the pussy taking the dick.
So it's like, is it like the angle?
Yeah, your eyes are, because you can never block both of them out, or one or the other out, right? There's always going to be both in the picture.
Yeah.
Eric, we know you like dick, bro. It's okay.
At least I
feel like if anything, it's you being sus because he's saying.
So yeah,
it's a no from him.
Your attention is on the pussy and not less so on the dick.
I can't ignore a bad performance.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
I need the nigga to perform well, but I'm not going to be paying attention to the nigga perform.
He doesn't want to hear the guy moaning in his ear.
He can be a silent performer.
What if he's performing badly?
I'm not going to watch it.
That's what I'm saying.
We already agreed on this then.
But
I opened this up by saying I agree with you.
And it doesn't mean that just because the guy isn't making a lot of noise that it's not well.
I'm not saying that. Like
that's not going
that
well.
To me is like there's like a fine line between there. Like it's cool if he is making some sound. Like if he's breathing. If I know he's not a robot, then that's good.
That example that I just gave you with the fucking grunts?
Yeah. I don't need that's fine. I don't need a workout.
There are actually some out there with that shit in it.
Yeah,
it pisses me off.
I don't need all that. Like
If a nigga is coming and he's making that noise, bro, I can understand that. That's fine. Plus you at the end of the video, I don't gotta see all that anymore. If you're
double your time.
Done here.
Go back to being a normal person.
Hating myself. If you're doing that all throughout the video, there's no point in time when I can just enjoy seeing that woman. I'm constantly having a man gasp and grunt in my ear.
But do you feel like that's a normal thing in like sex for y'all? Like a lot of noise from y'all?
A lot? No.
Not a lot, but definitely noise. Definitely noise. I'm definitely just I'm definitely in her ear just making up random noises.
It depends. Where are we at?
I'm definitely just I'm on there just going I'm in there doing Looney Tunes sounds.
That's all, folks. See, I'm the opposite because I'm not really doing all that.
Bro's a silent soldier.
I'm not 100% silent, but it depends. It definitely depends on where we are. I'll be silent.
Bro comes to a stop and a conclusion like, "Ooh."
Listen, I'm not a confident
Yeah,
fellow, bro. I'm not confident in like whatsoever.
No,
So,
neither am I. Neither am I.
Example, getting some pussy in the apartment that I lived in.
Right.
Whole bunch of niggas outside playing Smash right outside the door.
Very, very
You're not
obvious.
gonna hear me in there talking about some. No, nigga, you're not gonna hear it. You hear an occasional ass slap.
Is it yours?
No, thank God, no.
It's like that meme of that guy that's like holding in a cough and his face is just like beet red. That's like you in the room while they're playing the game.
He's in there doing everything he can to get to
not say anything.
He's not gonna come either. He's just pounding away.
That's the funny thing about it. You hear everything else except for any noise from me.
She gonna be there for the time of her life by herself.
Yeah, because I feel like for me it's like more of a turn on if the guy's making like something.
Nah, man, call me the human sex toy.
Nobody wants to hear nothing.
Thank
on
you.
either party. Nobody wants to hear.
Y'all
nothing.
might as well start talking and have a conversation.
I'll joke around and shit, but you're not gonna hear me fucking all up in your ear talking.
I ain't got time.
Bro.
I ain't got time to joke around, bro. I'm dying. I'm out for survival.
No, put that on record. That is the only time Eric is not goofing around.
You said he's dying.
That is the only time.
Ain't no
Pussy killing
time for
me.
me to be a wisecrack, bro. I gotta use all my confidence to keep this
You're
going another 10 minutes.
Losing all your energy.
Well, maybe that's where we differ then, because I don't have that problem.
Congratulations.
It's not a fucking.
That's
not a good thing.
I'm sorry. You're over here. Can't you
can say it. Go ahead.
Comes in 3 hours. Doesn't say a word.
Not 3
I'm over here,
hours.
you got a solid 15 minutes of me.
I
3
mean,
hours is
15
generous.
minutes is not bad.
It's 15 minutes, but it's a.
I'll say anything.
I'm out here making Beyblade sounds in 15 minutes. I'm here saying clink, clink.
Let it rip.
Oh, woo.
I cannot.
I
mean, 15. That's a solid 15.
I'm just imagining the fucking that part where you just pull it out of the Beyblade
Right,
and it makes
yeah.
that fucking noise.
Yeah. So it's a shroom, and that's it. Scene, and that's it. And then I tell her good job, and then I go about my way to get some Capri Sun or something.
Not the good job to get the electrolytes.
I tell her, no.
Not good job.
I finished. I hit her on that. I said, like, good game, baby. And
So let me ask both of you a question.
good, what's up?
Because this is something that I've, when I was sexually
I love
active.
telling girls good game after it, too.
For you, how often do you ask for an after action report?
What do you
And
mean?
For
No,
you,
at this point, not too often. Maybe not not the night. I asked for that maybe like a day or so later or so.
and for you, Samara, how often is it acceptable for a guy to ask for an after action report?
He's got to go longer than like 5-10 minutes.
No, I'm talking about like how, like let's say you've been fucking this guy for a while. After every time.
Is that what you do?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I'm nearing that though. I need to calm down.
What?
After every time
Because I'm constantly trying to improve.
wanting feedback.
Yes.
Oh, he's a student of the game. He's always looking.
And again, he's out here for training.
I feel like if y'all are trying new things each time, then it's definitely appropriate to be like, so what'd you think? But I know for me, I just will just throw my comments without anyone asking. I'm just like, so that was like an hour and 15 minutes. That was a lot. That was a little too much.
So that was we're going into interview mode.
Literally.
So here's what this performance.
What do you
gave
think you
me.
went wrong?
So
Yeah.
you gave me an hour and 30 minutes. I was only looking for 30 minutes. So can we cut this short down? I gotta go to work in the morning.
Literally. Or it'll just be like midway during a break. I'm just like, so you still going? You really trying to show out here? I'm like,
So here's the thing.
She looked at her watch.
yeah,
And
because
said, okay.
now I'm just in this very blunt stage where I'm just like, I'm just like, so I can't feel my legs. Like, good job.
Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, literally.
You got what you wanted now. Can we
Literally.
finish
When
this
it
up?
gets to the point where the girl is like noticeably uncomfortable, like she's been laying there for a while, bro, you gotta cut it. It's too. Get it over.
I don't think
But
it's
like,
even uncomfortable.
but like, can you cut it? Like, if I'm like, if you
Can
already,
you cut
if you got where you needed to get to, but he hasn't, how long before you're just like, come on,
Come
Oh my God,
on.
literally.
Fuck here.
move it.
Your
Yeah.
blink has been on for the last mile.
I will like just be a champ about it, but it's definitely like, so we're gonna have to switch something up. Like I'm gonna need you to speed it
Like
up.
you, like 20 minutes over. If it's 20 minutes over after you got to where you need to get to, is it still a problem? Like, what is the time frame of like when like, all right, I can accept this, I guess.
I feel like if it's anything more than like an hour, I'm definitely like looking at the clock.
More than an hour of whole time, or
Yeah.
okay,
Whole time.
okay.
Hey, bro, if you put a timetable on me, bro, I ain't really feeling it. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like you could
Okay,
have had
but-
timetables on you.
Yeah, you're so different.
I think it could be a whole bunch of mental things. It
Yeah,
could
it
be
could
the
be.
fact that I know that I have a fucking ticking clock over here, and I need to get done.
You know, turtle.
My assignment's about to be fucking due, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah. And I mean,
I'm gonna fail.
And I mean, if we're
I need this
being
class.
if we're being fully transparent, doesn't like alcohol
I don't have whiskey. Drink.
affect you? Oh, okay.
Let me stop you right there.
I didn't
Do you
that.
know where I'm going?
I don't. I don't. I actually don't.
You don't what?
I actually don't know where you're going.
Oh, okay.
Alcohol affects your libido, I guess.
Yeah, but like I'm not a drinker like that. So
I don't have whiskey, dick.
yeah. Well, congratulations.
So that mean oh, okay. So if you drink a lot, then it's like harder to finish or harder to start.
I'm gonna, ladies and gentlemen, and others, I'm gonna go into very.
This
vivid,
was a what? This was a is
Yeah.
it gay fellas topic too? Go ahead.
Oh, this is a gay topic because I'm looking straight in your eyes. I'm talking about this.
Period.
I'm gonna go into very vivid detail about my sex life, and if you don't want to hear this,
Cut
fuck
off
it.
now. Yeah. Please.
Nah, stay in here, but fuck it. You suffer through it.
Suffer.
All right. So as Eric said earlier, because I tell Eric a bunch of things. It's things I probably shouldn't at this point.
Debatable.
I take an extremely long time to finish when I'm having sex. I have not found the reason why that is yet. But I forgot what my original thing was when I was about to go into this. I don't have a problem with staying hard.
Okay. That's good.
It's on. When it's on, it's on.
Yeah.
Until I come, then then I go back right back up after like maybe 3 minutes. You know, I got the libido of a superstar, but I cannot control that libido of the superstar.
Do you feel like that the people that you've had sex with that you've had like somewhat of a connection with?
Wait, you saying they got loose pussies? Is that what you're saying?
No. Do you have an emotional connection?
Why did you jump to that?
Literally.
God,
I
it's
thought
like,
she was just beating around the
it's
bush.
like you didn't even want to let her get to the question. It's like you heard, do you think these people have bad pussy? It's like it was immediately your brain jumped to.
Because for some people that's a big thing. Like they need some kind of connection to enjoy having sex.
I need my connection to be my semen outside my body and preferably on her at some point, but whatever.
That was not.
What?
That was not the.
Huh? No, to answer your question, I don't. At least I don't think I do. Then again, I have not
That's why I'm asking.
diagnosed
The
this.
people that you've been with, do you feel like y'all were cool?
Not all of them, no. Not at all.
Honestly, your
Two
complaint.
comes to mind.
I feel like some people are like, "Can I just get 30 minutes?" And you're over here like, "I got 3 hours."
I got 3 hours of time, and I'm sorry.
And they're like, "Can I get more than 5 minutes, please?"
Then no, listen. All right, so I've only been in a relationship with one of those people that I've had sex with. If you coming to me and he's like, "Oh, can I get 30 minutes?" I'm gonna break it down for you after the first time. No, you cannot get 30 minutes. So listen, I'm in it for a full football game, not a fucking half court match of basketball, bro.
You got to deal with this 2-hour roller coaster.
Like, listen, I'm a weekend here.
I feel like you'd have to get someone that is prepared for that, because think of people who go multiple rounds with maybe like a break in between. Like, that's exhausting. I'm a weekend stay here. If you want a weekday after work fuck, call up one of your side niggas. I cannot.
This is not gonna be with me.
Or your main nigga, because I'm probably the side nigga here. Who cares? I don't know.
Yeah, and you don't want like I'd be like I need to get something out of this as well. So you're gonna be here for a long time.
The memories is what I get out of it, honestly. At this point,
The
shit.
memories.
Hey, we had sex.
Period.
Then again, that's also probably me with my porno addiction. But who cares?
This was a is it gay question too.
We just completely got
what else is new?
sidetracked.
What else is new? Speaking of sidetrack, we're gonna go ahead and sidetrack you off to the end of the episode, guys. This
And
has
then
been
get a kiss,
episode. What? This has been episode. What? Huh?
Mm.
This has been episode 4. Huh? Episode 14 of the Hey Quick Question podcast. You already know your number 3 host Eric. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Your Proud Yeehaw. Number 2 host
Samara.
All right, well there you go. She claimed it. There you go.
Wait, you already said number 3. Shit.
Yeah, I was number 3. That's what I
Wait,
said.
what is number 3
I'm number 3 in the pecking order.
in the
'Cause
what
the
order?
Pecking order, which means number 1's gonna do
Now it's
the
gonna make it seem like I'm.
which means
fuck.
number 1's gonna do the intro next time. So go ahead and Samara, where can
agree
people
with
find you at?
Oh, my Instagram is SamaraK_.
Tavares, number 1 host here, star of the show.
Deep Fried Senpai on Twitter.
Yeah, and can you tell the beautiful people that you're gonna miss them for this week before you give them a message again? Go and tell them how much you miss them.
Hey, if y'all last more than an hour, bro, don't feel ashamed about it. You got the top of the line.
Don't feel ashamed.
Listen, would you
Don't
rather,
let the world
would
shame
you rather
you.
last an hour, get the girl to come, or would you rather come and not get the girl to come? Like, come fast, I mean. Like, come on.
Oh yeah, true.
Come fast.
Like, come on.
And
You,
I mean
you
the
have
girl.
the better end of the curse.
Yeah, the girl might
I
get a couple
disagree.
times.
I disagree. I'm playing the game to win, bro.
Eric
we
is
got,
like,
we'll see you
Eric-
guys next episode.